Today in London, tensions continue to increase between the metahumans called X's and normals. Communities fear the X's powers, citing multiple violent incidents and an underlying fear that the X's will take over society. Retribution and reprisals are on the rise, and violent clashes occur with growing frequency. This is Gene X, a Happy Jacks RPG podcast actual play in Cortex Crime.
Hi.
Hey. Hello, everybody. Hey. Happy Jacks is currently running a listener and viewer survey now through October 15th. Past surveys have had a real effect on the direction of the Happy Jacks RPG podcast and our actual plays. If you would like to have your voice heard, please go to happyjacks.org/2018survey. In order to avoid duplicate responses, you must have a Google account, and you must be signed in to take the survey. However, we will not have access to any personal information, any information about your Google account, your IP address, or anything like that. To our eyes, the survey is totally anonymous. Remember, the deadline for the survey is October 15th, and at happyjacks.org/2018survey. Yeah. Welcome to GNX. I'm Jim. I am your GM, and this is Volume 1, Issue 7.
Oh, 7. So good.
And we have some players. Yeah. I'm going to start over there this time.
Is it a change?
I sit in this spot so I don't have to go first. I'm Mike. I'm playing Simon Guthrie, who does sometimes romantic things, I guess, and also has electricity in his
he
body.
wins a brand money.
Sweet.
I'm Jim, and I play Professor Edison Cornwall, the Master of Gravity. And I don't do romantic things.
I am Kimmy. I'm playing Colleen O'Connor, and I am an empath. And, romance is a thing. Little.
And I'm Abria, and I'm playing Fiza, the Alamancer, and all of mine occurred off screen because I wouldn't quite call it romantic. Hot?
Yeah. Hot, yes. Very, very hot.
A little weird.
Hot, athletic.
Yeah.
Things.
You know what?
Ambitious.
Yes.
So I have to say, I got somebody to do some pictures of the group.
They look amazing.
And
They're
they look
so
great.
good.
And we'll post, and actually they're already up on the forums if you want to look. But now that I actually have a good image of what everybody looks like, this is a damn sexy team.
We are.
It really is.
I am struggling with how attractive Edison is. Like, it's been weird all week. I'm like, wait a second.
Not Edison, but Jim is struggling with how attractive Fiza is.
She is, man. Those
So
eyes.
cute.
Everyone's
I swear, dude.
very, very cute.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a very pretty crew.
Yeah.
It is really a very pretty crew.
Very young and pretty.
But we had some stuff that went on last time.
Yeah.
Did.
So, previously on GNX.
Nice. Interior, Fiza's Bentley, day. Simon and Colleen sit across from each other, holding Simon's phone between them. Colleen looks shocked.
You told him to fuck off.
I've decided there are maybe things that are more important than pleasing my father.
The intense eye contact between them speaks of a kiss of reconciliation. But then...
Oh.
Yes?
I feel like I found the people who can accept me. You guys are the people I want to be a part of. All of you. Edison, Fiza, and you.
Colleen...
Good. No, keep going.
Okay. Colleen looks crestfallen, then pissed. Simon is confused. Edison enters the vehicle, distracted by the lock of Bowman's hair he will soon analyze. Fiza is let into the vehicle by Lance. She looks flustered. Edison looks up and notices the tense vibe in the car.
Am I missing something?
No! Jump to Colleen on her phone in the car.
I'm the entertainment manager at the Faltering Fullback. Can you be on stage at 8 p.m. tonight?
Edison, who has been sexting math equations back and forth with Ophelia, sends a new text. Camera zooms in over his shoulder to read, "Meet us in London. Take the Mini. There's a spare set of keys in my room. Bring your notes. Bring the DNA sample. And bring Colleen's guitar. Exterior, Country Manor, day. Ophelia stands on the outside steps of Carclew House, holding a large box of equipment and a guitar slung over her shoulder. She considers the Mini Cooper parked in front of her for a moment before tearing a hole in the fabric of space-time and stepping casually through it to arrive right outside Fiza's Bentley. Cut to exterior, University Lab Building, evening. Over the doors of the impressive brick facade is the building's name, the Simon Guthrie Memorial Laboratory. Fiza hands Simon the certificate.
In memory of the hour of my life you wasted trying to arrest me after the bank robbery.
Interior, University Lab, evening. Edison and Ophelia work diligently on the analysis of Bowman's hair. Simon helps as he can. Fiza petulantly knocks a beaker off a shelf out of boredom. On a computer screen, a display of the results shows a predilection towards Henderson's disease, as well as a non-match between Bowman's hair and blood samples. Suddenly, Simon looks stricken.
You guys, we have to go. We have to go right now. I think something's wrong with Colleen.
Cut to interior London Underground train car. 3 inebriated young male bigots corner Colleen, snarling anti-Xer rhetoric. Head bigot steps forward and begins to throw a haymaker punch at Colleen's head. She throws her hands out, sending a wave of fear at him so powerful that the head bigot turns and bolts for the train door. Against all odds, it opens, and the head bigot falls from the train and becomes little more than a red mess on the tunnel wall. The other 2 bigots flee. Colleen panics and exits the train at its next stop. Interior, London Underground Station, evening. Edison and Simon rush across the busy station to a sobbing Colleen.
Something happened. What happened?
Nothing happened. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, why are you here now? Just when I don't want to see you always show up, and when I need you, you're never there.
Simon hugs Colleen. The moment is broken by a loud metallic bang. Colleen pulls Simon towards the exit, where Edison hails a cab. Emerging to the surface streets, the camera pans in on the phone in Colleen's hand as a sent text message sound effect dings. Cut to interior London Underground tunnel. Fiza stands in front of the smear of gore on the wall and coolly regards the body below it. She turns and bounds down the tunnel towards the darkness of the parked train. The same metallic bang is heard. Interior Simon's flat, night. Colleen resists being comforted by both Edison and Simon.
It occurs to me that in order for us to be able to depend on each other like we must, there is a certain level of trust that must be maintained between us.
Colleen runs her fingers through her hair and nods, explaining the incident. Don't you have a show tonight? Get your shit together. You're a singer. Go sing. Interior, exterior, faltering fullback pub, night. Colleen sings to a full house as Fiza, Simon, Edison, Ophelia, and Lance watch from a bottle service table. Simon has an earbud in and listens to a police scanner. Fiza gives Edison a 2-minute makeover. He's oblivious to the attentions of the women at the bar. Colleen walks through the crowd after her set and is offered a glass of whiskey and a rose by a handsome stranger. It is Sean, a fellow leader of Axe. Simon walks over and offers her a bouquet. Sean gives Simon a double take as they shake hands. Edison and Ophelia sit close together at the bottle service table, speaking in hushed tones.
I can't think of anywhere that I'd rather be, or anyone that I'd feel safer with.
I sincerely hope that I live up to your faith.
In the background, Simon sees this exchange and Edison taking Ophelia's hands as he approaches the table. He immediately turns around and leaves. Fiza and Lance sit together in front of a fire pit. Lance offers a gift, an amber brooch worked in silver. They kiss passionately and leave together. Colleen turns angrily away from Simon, again, and storms out of the pub. Before he can stop her, Simon's earbud squawks as a warrant for Colleen's arrest is announced. Cut to exterior, rainy London street, night. 2 leather-clad Xers are in a tense standoff with Colleen.
Emily! Leo!
They attack. Simon and Edison join the fray. Edison uses a pair of gravity wells to neutralize Leo and his fire powers. Simon carries a badly burned Colleen and rail skates away from Emily the speedster, who stumbles into a car and is knocked out of commission. Edison flees the fight after Leo catches a manhole cover with his bare hand. Cut to interior, Simon's flat, night. Simon tends to Colleen's leg burn. She explains her affiliation with the Army for Equality, Axe, as well as the 2 assailants.
Thank you for saving me.
Simon kisses Colleen! From fade to fucking black!
Do you have the fuzzy thing that goes in your...
Did it fall off?
It did. Oh my god.
I have a replay. Here's one.
There you go.
Where did that come from?
I know, right?
You stole the fuzzy thing?
All right.
Wow.
That was very well done. Thank you.
That was
I can do it.
Okay. Here, I'll put it back on the
Got
screen.
it.
Well done.
Our lead-ins are fun. I love them.
Abria, you're
There can only be
amazing.
one fuzzy thing on me. I can't choose my hair.
So, fading back in immediately after our title break.
Title card.
We are in mid-kiss.
Wow.
Finally.
That
I think that because they're touching, so Simon probably gets like a wave of like bliss and desire, but also like a huge like feeling of like guilt and like worry under that, kind of underlying that.
It's like all of my sexual encounters.
And Colleen's like gonna enjoy it, but then like pull back and
Okay.
I'm sorry. Is something
Simon,
wrong?
What are you doing? You gave up everything not that long ago. Like last time. Why? What's changed now?
Just say I've been through a lot of things. I've seen a lot at the police department that maybe it's not the best place for me after all.
Since when? You spent your whole life wanting to be there.
I know, but I never felt like I belonged there, even though it was where I wanted to be.
So now everything's changed.
Not everything, some things.
So when did these things start changing for you then?
Well, there was an incident not that long ago at the station when some of my fellow officers were making some very derogatory remarks about Xers, and I got upset with them, and I confronted them, and they went up the ladder, and nothing happened. And they were just allowed to keep doing what they were doing.
Not surprises yet?
A little bit, yeah.
Colleen's gonna give a look like shocked that he's shocked. Like, and so now suddenly, after giving up everything we had, you're kissing me.
Yes. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you again.
Yeah. No, it's just you'd see why I'd be questioning it and being worried, right?
I guess I'm just, trying to figure some stuff out right now.
I can get that. We've only seen each other for a few days, though, Simon.
I know. I understand. If you don't want it to happen again, then it won't.
At that moment, it's not so much that you hear it as you perceive. There's kind of a crackle of like a radio, contact. Like, you're having an earbud in your ear and your police radio going off. It's that kind of crackle okay? And again, it's more perceive rather than hear. A voice in your head saying, targets 1 and 2 acquired.
I think we might be in some danger here.
What?
I didn't tell you, but at the bar I was listening on my scanner, and there's a warrant out for your arrest.
For my arrest for what?
I don't know. All I heard was that there was a warrant out for your arrest, and if anyone saw me leaving with you or saw me with you
brought
tonight...
me right to your house, Simon.
I did.
Shit, we got to get out of here.
Can I, peek out? I'm going to peek out the window.
You betcha.
And just see what I see out there.
You betcha. Things look normal down on the ground, but up in the air, you see a very fast-moving small object. Looks like an airplane, but not quite that big. And it is, like I said, it's moving very fast, and it is banking and turning in towards your flat. It's distance away, but you can see it making that turn.
All right, out the back window, there's a fire escape. We're going out that way.
All right. Just she goes.
Just going.
Okay. Just as you go out, because when you turn back in, the last thing you see is something separate from it, and there's a smoke trail.
Oh shit. Faster. As fast as you can out the window. I'm gonna basically throw Colleen out the window.
Okay,
So romantic.
so we're gonna need some dice now.
Just like a few.
All right, someone's breathing right into their mic super loud, so be careful about
me?
breathing straight down. It might be you. Be careful.
I was laughing down.
Don't laugh down.
Laugh upward.
Upwards. There you go.
Do that every time. It's gonna be funny.
Wait, what are we rolling?
Yeah.
You are rolling to avoid the incoming missile and the resultant explosion.
Well, I can't emotion it to death, so.
I mean, you could try.
Probably
How
not
does this
great.
missile feel?
I feel like
Does this
missling-
missile have unresolved mommy issues?
Yeah.
Probably. No, this game's full of daddy issues.
Oh my god.
I know, right?
It's
So
It's
many.
pretty funny.
Let me set some stakes for you. Wow, you guys are in luck because I have a 13 with a D4 effect.
I have a 17 with a D10 effect.
Okay,
Nice.
so you're clear.
Go, Colleen, go.
Oh dear. Oh no. I think it's
That's a 20,
Yeah.
though. You get to buy a
D10
1
effect,
if you
yeah.
want.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
a D10.
D10, yeah.
How,
Oh yeah, by the way.
how many plot points does everybody have?
Oh yeah.
Trace.
I got 2.
There's for Michael.
Go.
For you, ma'am.
Gracias.
This is my old character sheet. Where's my new?
For you,
And all
sir.
the rest go to her.
Yeah.
And how many
literally
do
all
you
of
have?
them.
I think I had. Is this
19.
you or the old character? No, that's.
I do not have the most current sheet.
I think I had 6
See, dear.
because I had a whole bunch. I'm gonna keep looking.
I don't know. Let's do like
I had
a
at
tight,
least. I had
Okay,
like
we'll go with 6.
11.
We'll go with 6.
Okay.
I'm good with it. And there's one for your. What am I buying?
the
D10.
Oh, there it goes.
Excellent.
Is that that? No.
We have
No,
so
I had
many-
5. There we go.
There's so many character sheets.
Okay,
We've gone through a couple of iterations.
we
of
have.
it, so.
We've changed things up here now.
I just lose mine every week.
So you, what does it look like when you nimbly dive out the window down to street level? What floor is your apartment on? What floor is your flat on?
The second.
Second. Okay.
It's just like a 2-story flat building.
Okay.
There's like a little fire escape out the back window.
So you go out the window, with ease. She makes it look pretty.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's all burnt up.
Yeah.
You
You
got
have
some
the
aloe
sneaky
on that.
suspicion that I might have fled frantically from danger in places that were being maybe raided by the police before.
Yeah.
Could happen.
Weird.
But just as you both land, I'm guessing perfect superhero landings.
Oh, of course. Always.
Terrible for your knees.
Rough on the knees, exactly.
Rough on the knees. But there's a streak of light overhead, and then a huge explosion that throws the two of you across the street,
Yes.
Jesus.
Like explosions do.
as explosions do.
But you didn't look back at it. That's
Do
the
not
important thing.
look at the explosion.
Look at the explosion.
Badasses never look back.
Yeah.
And the entire building is consumed in a fire explosion.
Oh no, what was her name? My neighbor?
Mrs.
Mrs.
Tuppen!
Tuppen.
Mrs.
Tuppen.
Fuck yourself, Mrs. Tuppen.
They
Oh my
killed-
god.
I'm
Those
convinced.
abomination-filled bastards, they killed Mrs. Tuppen.
I'm convinced Mrs. Tuppen was a snitch. It's fine. I don't
So-
trust her.
Right.
Are we still conscious, I assume?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I don't think it's the police then.
It might be. You never know. And just taking off, running. Like not. No.
I have a question.
Okay.
Was your guitar upstairs?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, you still had it when I zooped you?
Oh,
No, I guess not.
No, maybe not. It probably still,
Still
at the bar. Yeah.
Okay.
Although I was walking, like I was leaving.
Yeah.
You know what? We can say it's a
So glad your guitar is
left
safe while
suddenly.
all my shit.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of my assets. That's why it matters.
Yeah,
because it
that's why
actually
it
has
matters.
game mechanics. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also sad about your stuff. Okay.
No, his crossbow.
So you two pick yourselves up, and the building is like a huge ball of fire. behind
Colleen
you.
doesn't take very much time to pick herself up. She gets up and she's moving.
Okay.
Like she's been in danger before. She knows not to hang out.
Sure.
So she grabs Simon's hand and is just like dragging him down the street.
Yeah. And I'm going to, as we're running, I'm going to grab my phone and call Edison.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're grabbing your phone and you're hurrying off down the street, a drone goes screaming overhead.
Okay.
You know, like military drone. Like military attack drone.
Yeah. Is it just, did it blast by us or is it stopping?
No, it blasted by you.
Okay.
Ring, ring,
We'll
calling
see in a
us.
minute if you can if it's going to require
Sure. So we have to get somewhere like undercover. We can't be out in the open.
Great. Can it take care of him? Can you blast him or something?
What are you blasting? What's going
Yeah.
on?
That's very good. Nice.
Edison, did you make it? Did you make it out of there? Are you safe?
Relatively.
Yes.
Where are you?
About
You're good.
300 meters over London. He's standing on top of that, that Ferris wheel?
Oh,
Okay.
the London Eye.
Yeah, he's just sort of standing on top of it on the phone because he doesn't like flying while on the phone.
Nice. He's such a safe boy.
I love it.
So he's like this.
Look to the east end. Do you see a
Off in the
pillar of
distance,
flame?
over in the east end, you see this huge pillar of flame.
Am I running towards the explosion again?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'll be there shortly.
I love that he straightened his tie.
Right?
Well, flying does take a little bit out of your outfit, and you have to look proper if you're going to rescue somebody.
Listen. He's
So
not
yeah,
wrong.
so I fly off over
That's
there.
true.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to say that you guys can meet up without any great difficulty. You see a military type drone. It's circling, obviously, in a seek pattern overhead. And when you come into the area, it bangs sharply and turns towards you.
No, it doesn't. Boom! Straight down, hard,
Okay.
instantly.
Okay,
Gravity power.
Yay.
set me some stakes, man.
Once again, I'm using science, and I'm going to go for power on this one because apparently that thing tried to blow up my friends, and I don't cotton well to that.
Tain't right, tain't proper, tain't fit.
You're British. You don't tweed well to that.
I don't tweet well. And we're going to go gravity lens, which is this, and that's it.
Roll the thing.
Get him.
Oh, you get to
No
buy
bad,
it.
no bad.
That's a 16 with a D10 effect, but you can buy a D12 from me.
Which I will. Thank you. And so, what does it look like when you grab the drone out of the air and slam it?
Let's see. I'm sort of flying towards it, and then I just sort of come to like a dead stop, and I'm kind of standing in the air, and then I just sort of look at it, and I sort of grab at it with my hand, like my vision in between it and that, and then you sort of like see like a shimmer of what looks like a hand
Nice.
wrapping around it.
I love it.
And the hand just goes down, just boom, in the middle of the street, where you actually see the outline of the hand, and then the crushed drone underneath.
Sweet. I love it.
Nice.
Well done.
So I think it slams into the middle of the street, like right there.
Okay.
You jump back.
Is there anything left of it?
Does it explode?
Yes.
It's okay.
Oh, dang.
It was it's a jet propelled drone.
Yeah.
It's
Gonna explode.
It's going to explode.
Okay.
Under that kind of impact, it's going to explode.
We have to get somewhere safe as quickly as possible.
I'm going to land by it. Does it have a black box? Actually, it has a black box.
It's like I said, if it's not.
This is actually kind of potently involved with the narrative, as in I'm trying to get an important piece of information, so I thought it might be worth the plot point.
If you want to have it as an asset for this scene, what I would do is I would say you have the black box. At some point later, if you want to use it for something in a scene, we'll create it as an asset at that point and spend a plot point right then.
Sounds great.
So,
Good plan. All right, yeah. So I grab the black box and I scudder off with them.
sweet. You have the black box, which interestingly enough is actually orange
Yeah.
because they are.
Safety orange, yeah.
Yeah.
Scientifically proven to be the most eye-catching color.
Colleen's gonna pull them like up against the buildings and like into alleyways.
Right. And you can hear sirens because there are first responders coming because there's a building burning a couple blocks away. And
Oh no.
but
Did you want to buy the...
oh yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I have 3 now instead of 2.
Yes, I did.
Poor memory.
I'll use that later.
Well, Edison has super memory. I have 4.
This is bad. This is gonna be real bad. They're gonna make it out like we did this. What exactly did they say for the warrant?
Does anyone remember?
Terrorism.
It said it was for terrorism.
So there we go, right there. They made it happen.
Who did?
No idea. Did they say you had a warrant as well?
No, just you. Right?
Yeah.
Wasn't Sean too,
There
right?
were other names
Okay.
listed. Among them, Sean Mahoney.
Okay.
And some other people that you would remember the names. That they're not really relevant
Okay.
to our story, but they are people from Axe.
Okay.
Okay.
So my name was Edison's name?
No,
No.
just a couple other people I didn't recognize, and
And who?
your good buddy Sean.
All right.
I think the safest place to go is probably with Fiza.
You can certainly try.
And drag all this to her doorstep?
Oh.
No, you need to arrest me is what you need to do.
What?
What? What's that going to accomplish?
Well, to show that you're not involved in it, both of you. You've been seen around with me for the last few days. Fiza too.
But when your friends turned themselves in, they disappeared, and you didn't hear from them again until today.
Right.
And
It's better than all of us being told we're terrorists, being hunted. Whoever that sent that drone is not playing.
If you'll pardon me saying so, but I'm not willing to sacrifice a single one of us.
Well, hopefully it won't be a sacrifice. If it's a big enough deal, they won't be able to hide it.
They sent a Raptor drone after us. That was a Stinger missile. That is an anti-tank round. They mean serious business. That wasn't an attempt to arrest. That was an attempt to kill.
Right. And I don't think that was from the police.
Somebody is trying to kill you and your friends, and most likely they're going to get some inkling that we are connected in some way, since we've been gallivanting all around London being heroic for last week.
What do you think that... I mean, do you have a better plan? Sitting and hiding obviously doesn't work because they know where we are.
Well, I believe that what we need to do is act in accordance in a way that is counter to antithetical to what they predict us to do.
All right. I'm not sure I know what that means, but whatever it is, I'm calling Sean, so you figure out where we're going.
I suggest against it. I'm pretty sure your phone is being monitored, and you will probably most likely alert them to his position as well as your own. I'm certain that this person is quite capable of taking care of themselves.
Not he doesn't know that it's coming if it's a missile like that. Like, we've faced lots of things, but nothing like that before.
I understand, but the use of these electronic devices is going to be, well, actually your phone. Not
of a-
likely.
Can I spend a pop point?
To do what?
Is there a convenience store, I don't know what they would be, like a 7-Eleven or something, where I can buy a burner phone?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You don't need to.
Okay.
If it doesn't
Right, I know.
add a
I'm
dice
just-
to your pool,
I just
you
have
don't
a
have to
pile
spend,
of them,
you don't have to
and that
spend
is sort of like an
points on it.
advantageous thing that changes the narrative a bit.
If at some point you're going to use it you want to use it to improve a dice pool,
Oh, okay.
then you can spend a plot point on it to make it
Okay.
an asset for
You
the
two
scene.
turn yours off. I'm turning my phone off.
How come mine got smashed and his just has to get shut off?
Because you're less agreeable than he is.
He isn't wrong.
She just kind of glares at him and considers making him cry.
You hear in your ear.
And she turns and stops.
Fiza is the devil on this.
Yeah. She just
We all have just devils. That's all we have. We
Yeah.
have 2 shoulders of devils.
she's gonna pull her hair down, kind of over her face, and then go into the convenience store.
Okay,
So that way her face is hidden a little bit.
sure.
Shocking that she knows to do that. I don't know why she
weird.
weird. That.
Why she wears long hair? And
So when you go into the convenience store, there's a news, breaking news on the screen, and there's a news team at the building filming this building that's going up, totally being consumed by flames, and the title caption reads, "Ex-terrorist attack in East London."
Keep her hair over her face, buy her phone super quick, and GTFO.
Okay,
Actually, while Colleen's gone, I did want to have a talk to
Do
Edison.
it.
go for it.
Thinking about it, maybe taking Colleen in isn't the worst idea.
There are better ideas, I would agree, but is it a good one? No.
Well, we do have a friend who can break her out instantly if we need to.
Thus having more people guilty of criminal acts on top of the ones that have
Oh no,
already
she
been
can't.
Need to
She
be a
can't
little
take people with. She can't take people with her. No, you're right.
We need to find out who is after us and what's going on before we can make an informed decision as to what to do. So what we need to do is buy a little time, go somewhere where we can feel some relative safety while we try to investigate what's in this black box and who's the source of it, and try to confront them directly, if anything.
Do you know anywhere that could be safe? I've got nothing. My house has exploded. I think Fiz is the only option, but
Although
we don't
I
want
am
to call
loath-
her.
I am loath to endanger her. She does have a vast amount of resources to call upon. Actually.
Have we've been to your house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, just a
Yacht.
townhouse.
What?
I've crushed
My
there a couple
father's
times.
yacht.
Okay.
We can take a little sail.
They're planning a romantic getaway. Jesus.
I'm buying a burner phone. I'm doing my best here.
All right.
I do-
I'm fucking until someone brings me into this plot, I guess. So that's fine.
Oh, sad you.
Remember the bad marriage.
But Fiza is good enough of an option. But
Let's get to her quickly and then go from there.
as soon as Colleen comes back, we'll go.
I come out at that time.
So when you call Fiza, she doesn't pick up
I don't. I forgot.
because someone threw her phone in
I
the other
know
room.
it was my attack action during the fight. Let's throw phone.
yeah.
That's
Fiza,
fair.
this is Colleen. Don't call my old number. There's shit going down. If you look at the news, you'll probably see Simon's flat burning. Call me and find us. I hope you're safe.
Wait, she didn't pick up?
She always
No, I
does
just
that.
decided to talk to her like that on one side.
Well, someone's coming after us. Maybe they've gone after her. We have to get there.
Wait. All right. Things are tense, and we're beginning to turn on.
Beginning. This is their foreplay.
We're in this together. We are friends here. We're the only ones that are willing to help each other.
Oh, Eddie, this is how I treat my friends.
I'll wrap my brain around that later. But I think what probably is most prudent is we ensure that Pfizer's safety is secured.
Right. Well, let's go then.
Let's go.
So we start going, and I'm gonna call Sean on our way.
Okay. Sean does not pick up.
Sean, it's me. I hope you're all right. Please call me on this number. If you're all right, let's meet in the morning at our normal place. I really hope you're safe. Click.
Okay, so
The normal place. Huh?
how are you guys going to Pfizer's? Because that's what you said you were going to do, was
Yeah.
that you were going to go to Pfizer's.
Cab.
You're going to take a cab?
Yeah.
Okay.
Paying cash. They don't have cameras like the tube does.
Okay.
All right.
No, it's fine. I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it. I'm just trying to decide what would happen because we.
Oh, can I retcon something for a second?
Sure.
Okay, I know it's not a 7-Eleven, but whatever it is that they had, were they selling like hats?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna buy a hat and put it on Simon
Okay.
because he's got bright red hair and he sticks out.
Okay.
So now he's got a hat over his head.
It's the.
It's like a fisherman's hat.
I was gonna say it's like the Marvel hat, just like the black hat with no logo on.
Yeah. That's very good.
Classic Marvel disguise.
So this is your call,
Yeah.
but I think that they're going to get there after our story.
Yeah, totally.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. All of that has resolved.
All of that has resolved.
All the love.
That is not the word any of us would use.
I think it might be. Come on.
Definitely not. Pretty sure it's a D10 in power and not love. Yeah.
A little bit of both. A little bit of color A, color B.
Power level.
Love is a strong word.
All right. Really, really like.
Okay.
I stand by that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
um,
I would love just a smash cut to me, like open the door. What?
sure.
Cav's gonna drop us
In a
off
row.
about 2 blocks away from your house,
Cool.
so we can scope it out first. So
Smart.
Okay.
just making sure there's nobody around.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out with my feelings actually, and see if I can sense. It's gonna be super awkward, but if I can sense.
is.
What does she sense?
I would like to roll to keep it secret.
Well, I'm not sensing for her specifically. I'm like sensing to see if there are like people hidden around around her
Okay.
house or in the neighborhood.
There's a whole lot of sleeping.
Yeah.
It's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
At this point, there's a whole lot of sleeping.
Exhaustion, surprise, and delight. A little ping of that.
If I look for anyone with heightened nervous energy.
You don't detect anything.
Oh, you don't want me to roll for it?
There's nothing to oppose
Oh,
you.
okay. All right. That's good. Excellent. That's a good answer. All right. I don't think there's anyone around.
All right.
I think. Never mind. You should knock on the door, Simon.
Well, I feel like out of the 3 of us, the person most safe in the open right now is Edison, so I think he should be the one to go. We'll cover you.
I'd go and knock on the door. So much fuss over a knock. Rap, rap, rap.
Like a minute later, a very grumpy, berobed Pfizer. What?
Colleen's
Why
got a
are you
smirk.
here? Now! Is this what friendship is? Because I hate it.
Usually takes around 45 seconds. All right, we're here because his apartment got blown up. There's an all points bulletin out for her for terrorism, and I just killed a military drone. Can we come in?
No. Yes. It's been like 4 hours. What have you been doing?
What have you been doing?
He's upstairs! Don't ask a question you don't want the answer to. Lance, grab the iPad.
You should probably.
I think Lance comes down with the iPad, probably only in pants.
Nice.
Yeah.
Colleen just kind of tilts her head a little. And that kind of like head bumps at Fiza.
My God, man. How many abdominal muscles do you have?
Enough.
The exact right amount.
Presumably so.
He's got his tablet, which he hands to you,
Yeah.
and he, without saying a word, turns and heads towards the kitchen.
Sweet.
I head towards wherever there's a television
Okay.
and turn that on to the news.
Okay.
Or whatever the news channel
Holy
is.
shit. What?
Yes.
That's the hovel where you lived.
Yes, and a lot of my neighbors died, so it's
We barely got out of there.
be cool.
You were in there at the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Well,
What
we got
did
in a
that?
bit of a scuffle out by the pub with a couple of Colleen's old friends.
You got into a bar fight?
No.
Seriously, I can't lead you anywhere.
No, I think there were Xers that had been messed with and experimented on. They were barely human anymore, and they were not the people I remembered. They're the ones that disappeared.
Oh, really?
Okay.
They when the bomb went off with your brother Edison, we tried to take responsibility for it, at least some of us, because we wanted some of us to be there to continue the movement and to protect Xers. So Leo and Emily volunteered to turn themselves in. We took them down to the station, but they disappeared. We never heard from them again. There's no record of their arrest, even though we saw it, and they never got their day in court. We just thought they'd been killed or something. But they showed up tonight, like shells, like no emotions in them. I'm turning Russian. And they're just trying to kill me. I don't know why. But they're not themselves.
Do you think there's any connection between your friends and the ex that attacked us in my office?
Honestly.
They had similar outfits.
It's not nothing. Okay, so black. Good.
I mean,
I also
that's-
wear black every
yes, exactly.
I only try to kill you occasionally.
But Colleen did get burned pretty badly, so we went back to my flat to.
She looks like very concerned. Are you okay?
Haven't had a lot of time to think about it, to be honest. But running makes it feel better, I suppose.
Okay.
But we were only there for a few minutes when a jet came and launched a missile at my whole building.
The burn could have ended up being a lot worse if we'd stuck around.
Yeah, a little bit. What you were saying?
Raptor drone. It was a remotely controlled drone.
A drone.
Yes. Military grade.
That's still ostensibly flying around and could have followed you here.
Perfect.
He smashed it real good, though.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Black box.
That's a bit out of my wheelhouse. There's not a lot I can do with that.
Actually,
Yes.
Oh,
it's a piece of electronics.
Oh, dope.
I blow the casing off of it. Like it just comes apart.
Yeah, I guess.
There's an interface.
Yeah, sure, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna see what, if any, information I can glean out of it by
All right, let's put some dice down.
getting in there with my bizzabop.
I go into the kitchen and I go, Lance, would
Yes,
you be a dear and find some form of AM/FM radio and a metal coat hanger and a pair of pliers, please?
Does he get to order your boyfriend on like that?
One, not my boyfriend.
I'ma steal
Two,
these.
no, he doesn't. But do whatever he says. And then Pfizer runs upstairs to get changed. She'll drag Colleen with her. Yeah. Just, hey, I have
Before you can turn
painkillers.
around and leave the room, he's put them in your hands.
Nice.
I can see what she sees in you.
Don't hate on my boyfriend. Walks upstairs.
Now it's time for Ledison.
Into
Oof,
it. I
he's
shipped the
not
shit out of
great.
that.
Actually, I'm kind of into it
Pfizer watches.
Your stakes are you need an 11.
Oh,
Yeah. There you go.
I got a 13.
What?
Okay,
D8 effect.
D8 effect.
excellent. So it's a typical black box interface. There's a lot of telemetry kind of information on it, but there's also a command stream. And the drone was specifically targeting the four of you.
Using what?
Face recognition.
Oh, dang.
And it was receiving commands from. It's not hard. It's actually with the D8. It's not hard to figure out. From some places that refer to Division X.
Division X.
Yeah, it's Div X Ops is what it says.
I relay this information to these people.
Does that ring any bells? Like, has anyone heard of Division X?
Oh yeah, Division X is the government organization to study X's and the X the factor, and the benign side of it is also they're looking into a cure for Henderson's and things like that. You know, that's but for Axe has long suspected that there was more to Division X than you know the public knew about.
Yeah. Has FISA come across their money in her lobbying efforts, either like in cooperation with or against?
Sure, I have no problem with that.
As one of the leading authorities in the
Han
XG
does not
factor,
provide. I will hold on a second. Han does not provide money or technical assistance of any kind to Division X.
Nice. Good.
As one of the leading experts on X's, would I have had any contact with them?
And I don't know if this ever came up during character creation, but I think that's probably the group that would have helped recruit me to be like
Yep.
the.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh man,
Oh, good.
Well, you're asking for a reason why.
I'm not there. We went upstairs.
Well, dang it!
Yeah.
Why aren't you there?
Because I'm
We're
getting
having
her some
girl time.
Band-Aids.
Yeah.
And some yoga pants. And some painkillers.
Really good ones.
And a hoodie.
Real good ones. And a hoodie. Just a very nice hoodie.
So yeah, this is gonna mess Simon up pretty good. It's gonna be like, oh no, all of the things are true and bad.
Edison's there.
He's busy sort of putting some stuff together. I'm making a bug detector. I want
Oh.
to sweep for recording devices.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm gonna. So I've relayed. I guess I've relayed it to.
So that's 14 with a D8 effect, and you can buy a D10 off me if you like.
Okay. I have an 18 with a D8 effect.
So then I will just blow that out, but my effect die goes down to a D6, but that is a 20.
Okay. You are reasonably certain that there are no bugs in FISA's house.
Okay.
Remember, one of us bends metal and is very aware of all the metal in her house all the time.
They seem to know what our abilities are,
Yeah.
so I just wanted to be sure that we could actually speak with safety here. Did you want to buy this D10?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to buy it?
I'm going to need those later.
Nuh-uh.
Why am I a good boy and remind you of things? Okay.
Well,
Okay.
go ahead. You go.
I am like pumping you for information. Like, what exactly were they like? What were they like before?
They were. They were my best friends. The five of us had started Axe together, and I mean, Emily and I were roommates for a while. Even they're normal, great people. Emily's a speedster, and Leo's got like fire powers. But it's funny because he was always just a very gentle person. Actually, he actually worked at an animal rescue in his spare time and stuff. But today it was like,
About that part.
well, you're asking about what he was
Yeah,
like.
fair enough. You're right. I did ask a question.
And today he was no holds barred trying to kill me. Emily too. I don't know if they recognized me. I mean, they were after me, but I don't know. Like, I tried to reach out to them with like love and my friendship with them. I didn't want to hurt them. Well, I was hoping it might like snap them out of it or something.
Did you get any readings off of them at all?
Not at all. It was like it's like sending sound into dead space. There's nothing there.
Did it feel like they knew how to like negate your power, or that the power of love and friendship was insufficient for the task?
It felt like when sound waves can't go through something. Like it just didn't work on them. I don't think any emotion would have.
Okay. Did they seem different in any other way, like power-wise?
I mean, I never fought them before, so I don't know.
Okay.
But I mean, Leo was scary.
Okay.
I don't know what to do. I don't know if I can hurt them. I was
Well-
lucky that Simon and Edison were there.
Lance has come back in and set a tray with coffee and tea and brandy and whiskey on it, as well as a plate of scones and something else.
Nice.
I think we have to get out of here. They're gonna know that we're all friends. We got to find someplace to hide. They're not gonna know about.
Okay.
I'm
We
worried
can get out
that
of
they
Dodge.
found my friends at Axe as well. I tried calling my friend Sean over there,
Is he the...
the one at the bar. Yes,
I have questions
That's
about that.
quite
That's the one.
a long story, but he's not picking up, and that's odd for him.
Do you want to go find him?
I mean, we have protocols for when things like this happen. So he'll meet me in the morning, or he won't. And if he's not there, then I'll know something's wrong, and then we should go look for him. Yeah.
Okay.
But tonight you lay low when things happen.
Okay. Let's go. And I think she just like walks back downstairs.
Yeah.
Wearing like battle yoga pants.
Okay.
So I'd say as they're coming down is when I've gleaned all of the stuff I can glean
Yep.
out of this box. So they have facial recognition, all four of us. And it seems that it's come from Division X.
Of course it has. Sons of bitches.
Well, makes sense. Oh, did we think they were like a humanitarian effort?
No, I just was simply unaware that they had access to military grade equipment.
They're not the only ones. And she
We've
was
been
like an
think-
interesting smirk.
I can't honestly say I'm surprised.
Well, no. We've been having X's disappear off the streets for a while, kids even. And we've been thinking they were behind it, but we had no way of proving it.
If you think of it globally, do you think that the former Soviet satellites, North Korea, or anyone would have a problem with weaponizing their own X's?
No, not at all, which is why it's a really stupid fucking idea to have a list of them and what they can do.
But these were the
That
people.
just gives you both a death
These were the
glare.
people who tried to recruit me. Why would they be trying to kill me now?
Because
'cause
in a
you're a
democratic
patsy.
society, you catch more with honey than you do vinegar.
They want you for their poster boy. They want you to be their face so that everyone trusts them. You did a really good job.
When did the drone start tracking you two?
No way of knowing.
As far as I know, sometime between the bar and when we get back to my apartment.
I would assume that the encounter we had outside of the pub was most likely the joining of battle or the initiation of aggression.
Can you
None-
speak plain about it?
They came at us hard.
Right.
There.
And the drone was to finish what the Xers couldn't.
If the X's couldn't fix their problems, I suppose they went for more mundane yet extreme methods. But they leveled practically an entire city block to do so, which means that they're desperate and they want us gone now.
And they're blaming me for it. They're saying that I'm the one who blew up the building.
They are calling it a ex-terrorist event.
Okay. So do you want to stay here or do you want to go?
Well, we can't stay anywhere that is going to get you all in trouble.
We'll be fine.
I mean, they've already got her. It's got all four of us.
I would actually say that perhaps the first attack of these people upon our group was against her, in her own office, where we barely escaped with our lives.
Right, I'm not worried about these people. Yes, I'm worried about them. But I'm more worried about what happens if you are all connected with some unknown terrorist now. Because sure, we can defend ourselves against whatever these blokes can throw at us. But you could lose your position at the Han Corporation if the police...
over something like that? No, it's fine.
If they start thinking you're a terrorist, and if the police send out a warrant for your arrest, they're going to be cool with that?
You don't know what they say about me on the company Slack. This is actually nicer.
Right. She doesn't look surprised.
Yeah.
I am far more concerned about your lives and my own than my career in academia at the moment. Priorities being what they are. It's an unfortunate situation, but we are not in control of what the public is perceiving at this point. Right now, we need to see to our safety and then plan accordingly, try to discover who our assailants are and put an end to this as quickly as possible. For I'm afraid that no one is going to come to our rescue.
No, they won't.
Do we know where Division X's headquarters are? Of course we fucking don't.
Nope.
Well, we better get out of here, because if they know about FISA, they're going to come here eventually.
Hey, Deep Web, can you find...
There's nothing. I was gonna say there's nothing in this black box that says like the origin or anything.
No.
Flight plan or anything like that.
Flight plans.
Well, we got to find a way to cover our faces. She's going to, got a hoodie, she's going to pull her hoodie way over her face. I suggest you all cover up as well, and we got to find a place to lay low. At least until morning.
Do you have everything you need from that?
I've got nothing left except for what's on me right now. So
It flies out of your hand and smashes to bits against a wall.
cool.
I didn't see the off button.
That's fine. I feel like smashing shit tonight, too. She's got like a... phrasing. I was gonna say
We are doing phrasing, yes.
she seems like she's got like a really worried look on her face. Because there's a lot of people she cares about that she thinks are in trouble tonight. We got to go.
There's nothing you can do about it tonight. So just...
He'll show up tomorrow or he won't. That's all we got.
Lance walks back into the room and hands you a set of keys to the Range Rover.
I'm driving.
I mean, is the car registered in your name?
Oh, this is great. He's great. Let's go. I don't know where we're driving.
What just happened?
Nothing. What?
Lance shook his head no.
He just gave a look.
Okay, a look.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
For
Of
the
course not.
podcast listeners.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, for our podcast listeners, Lance just gave her a look that said, I've been doing clandestine shit for 2,000 years.
Oh, I just want to tell everyone that he's like a knight. Damn it. All right.
Alright, well, let's go then.
Well, we can't go anywhere associated with any of us.
Right, so I have to steal something.
Lance, where do you live?
Where do you live? At work is my answer. I realize that's
It's
insufficient.
actually quite the novel idea. All right.
Okay. I'm still driving.
I'm not to worry. Like, alright, it's fine. She's gonna read Lance.
Yeah!
She's like nervous. She doesn't trust anyone tonight. And she thinks that, someone's been knowing your information, so she thinks...
That's fair. I had to say, go to the forums and read all of
Go
the
to the
great
forums
stories.
and read all about it.
Yeah, you don't have to. I mean, we all...
No, but do it. They're all very good.
It's
a
worth
lot
your
of
time.
There's a lot of good stories there.
I was ready to attack him with a letter opener because that would have worked. So
So your stakes are a 17.
Oh wow. He's a steel
That's your
trap.
billion points.
Oh,
Ooh, gosh
God.
dang.
is the
let it
worst.
be known that she rolled 3 d10s. All of them threw up 1s for her, and both d8s threw up a 3.
Oh my
So-
god!
That's a 10?
I roll like such garbage in this game. I don't know what the problem
That's a
is.
6.
So that's a 6.
with no
With-
effect.
with
die.
No,
Oh, that's a
effect.
1 too? I thought that was a
Yes.
7. Dang.
No.
They're all 1s. My sweet.
Under 5 dice, I rolled
3 ones.
so bad.
That's perfect for Lance.
I would love if, like,
That's
whatever
perfect for
Lance did
Lance.
to make him unreadable, but also Faiza's just giving you the look of, like, don't fucking touch him.
The only thing you get is this impression of immeasurable passage of time.
She's real confused by that. Kind of looks over at Fez like, all right. Like, just like a little confused look, like,
Cool. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
that's not the night to tell me not to worry about things.
Night. And she just, like, walks her in the car.
Colleen looks puzzled and shrugs and is like, whatever. Of all the things tonight, I'm not worrying about that.
So you go to Lance's.
Oh, shit. I wanted to know what Lance's place is forever. Good job, Mike.
You drive for a while, like a couple of hours. It's
shit.
like coming up on sunrise, and you're coming up on it's way in the outskirts of town, kind of away from everything, and kind of set back in the hills. And there's what looks like a very Tudor style house, set back well back from the road, among trees and whatnot.
Aw. Is it nicer than my townhouse?
Yeah.
I bet this is what poor feels like. I understand you both better now.
He's your assistant?
Yeah, why are you my... What? Okay, well, cool. What? She's like, books it and goes inside.
It is very nicely appointed, and there is probably nothing in this place that's less than about 300 years old.
Jesus.
Oh, God.
Except
Colleen is so uncomfortable.
except for like amenities.
Okay.
You know, like
That's not a 300-year-old toilet.
there's not a 300-year-old toilet.
Good.
There's not, I mean, there's like extremely modern,
Yeah.
Electronics.
Appliances.
Yeah.
and things like that.
Nice. Actually, I think Colleen's not. She's too stressed out and too worried about other people to be worrying about stuff like that tonight.
Right.
Like, she's, like, obsessively checking her phone and
Sure.
just, like, looking at it.
The burner phone, just waiting for a call.
Yep.
Yeah, Lance, do you have a computer set up somewhere I could use? Deep, 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 zip, zip, zip.
Now, the thing is, actually, no, that's fine. You've got what you've got.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not at all nervous about that now.
Yeah. Okay, this is pretty nice. Just saying, when it comes bonus time,
I mean, as far away as
I
we
will
are,
remember this.
you might want to let Sean know you won't be able to meet him. We're a couple hours outside of the city now.
Ooh.
Simon's thinking about it.
There. Simon.
Do you think you could do me a favor? I don't know if you can. If I give you his number or something, do you think you could find his phone or see if he's alright or something? And at least see if he's in the city, or
Maybe.
would you mind?
Sure, I'll take it.
Okay.
Am I going to do it?
Ah,
You're a good boy.
Yeah, I know.
he doesn't have to be.
Um,
Little Fi's on your shoulder. Don't worry about it. I need a fall boy. Let him be it.
so, gosh, I'm trying to think what I want to do here. I want to try using Lance's computer to get into my work system.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
I have some kind of, I'm sure there's some kind of remote login I can use,
Sure.
and then go from there and
Sure.
see if there's any other information I can find on Division X, like a place where we could find an office or something.
Absolutely.
And I guess I'll see what Sean's up to.
Okay. Which one do you want to do first? Because they're going to be separate
Yeah.
roles.
I'll do Sean first.
Okay.
Get that out of the way.
Get him.
Okay.
As they just make podcast poison by not talking.
Yeah.
Just
Fill
rolling
the
dice.
silence.
Getting my dice together for
You
my
need an 11.
powers.
You need an 11.
Nope. Guess I didn't do it. That's 9. With a D12 effect.
On the platform.
You could spin a block.
Oh, guess I couldn't find anything. So weird.
I love how you legitimately made an effort.
Yeah. Try dish.
So yeah, I
Okay.
can't find any signal. Like his signal isn't like pinging anywhere.
Can't find him at all.
No, there's nothing. I checked his number to see if he had pinged cell towers. The last one was last night around 10 o'clock.
Alright. Thank you.
Can you find any information about, I don't remember her last name. Penelope something.
Tuppin.
Tuppin.
Penelope Garden.
God, of course it was Garden.
Your old assistant who died?
Oh, yeah. I'm fairly convinced that if Lance wasn't trying to kill me, and we talked about it last night, it might have been. Yeah.
Well, assuming I can log into the my remote workstation, then I could definitely see what I could find there.
Someone with access to my information coordinated the attack in the office.
Okay.
Someone's gonna give Lance like a weird look. Well, not like suspicious.
Not him.
No, but just like something's off, like something's weird. Not like
Yeah, no,
you're
it's okay.
a criminal, just like you're different, and I don't know what to do with that.
A wave of like bemuse hits you.
She's gonna throw you a look.
So your stakes are a 16.
Okay.
Just tells you.
I know it's nice time.
It like doesn't make eye contact with Lance. I'm like walks away. Like, how's his hearing?
I was trying to remember if I had a condition for the, like there was something I was thinking of with the technomancy power, that a condition would be that it's traceable. Like if I'm wondering if I was like more risky, I could like make something better, but also possible that
Sure.
it could be traced.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would that work?
It would work much like the one on your electric
Yeah.
power, where you get a heightened effect die, but a reduced success die.
Okay,
So you step down your success die, but step up your effect die.
gotcha. Okay. Blippity bloop. What'd you say this one was?
16.
That's a 20.
Okay.
So now you spend a plot point. I see.
You can't hold that one against him. You don't know.
can't talk about not spending plot points.
No,
You
right?
can't
You
meta
high
hate on him.
goddamn roller over there.
I just roll like shit. It's not my
So,
fault.
You can't meta hate.
so if I have a 20 with a D8 effect, but if this were to come into play, how would that have worked?
Well,
Well,
first of all, you would take your power and you step that one down.
Right.
a
So
die.
you would take the die for your power, and you would have
Oh.
rolled a smaller die.
and
that.
then this would count as a D10
Right.
instead.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. So for next time,
Right.
This piece of it is kind of
For another time.
weird to me.
Okay, so you are able to get into into some secure files that are not through the police department, but you're able to get to them through the police department access. Make sense? Mainly, there is a memo directing a reassignment of Agent Penelope Garden to clandestine services of Division X,
Oh.
and it is from the office of the director of Division X, and it is simply signed G.
Okay.
Anything?
I printed out. Beep beep boop
She like
for you
crumpled
to
it.
read.
That bitch. If she wasn't dead, I'd do it myself. I knew it. Fuck Division X. Let's find it and bring it to the ground.
I'm in favor of that plan. I'm already a terrorist, so evidently I'm good at it.
Any compunctions, officer?
I mean, if this is what it looks like, and it clearly is, then I don't know who else we can go to. So I guess we have to do
Go
it
to
ourselves.
anybody. Yes. Finally. And she like grabs you by the shoulders, like, yes, this is a useful boy.
Although I'm not contrary to the idea of confrontation, I think that we must also keep in mind that gathering evidence to defend our innocence in this matter would probably also be beneficial and maybe a focus of our actions. In the long term, the damage to our reputations is already done. If we don't do something to undo that, whether we take them down or not is irrelevant.
Well, we also have to be wary. Like, there's innocent Xers in there that they've taken off the streets. We can't just destroy the building.
Thank you. Most importantly, how do you propose we handle any brainwashed X's we come across?
Did I find out any locations?
No.
Well, that's our biggest hurdle at the moment, is finding out where to even start, where to go.
I mean, if we wait long enough, they'll find us.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know how to handle. I don't want to hurt them, but I mean, if they're trying to kill us, we have to make sure that we have to defend ourselves.
Someone else has to tell her that she's wrong, because I agree completely.
I'm not wrong.
I know. But when I say it's fine to do stuff like that, I get a weird look from Simon. It hurts my feelings.
It's fine to defend oneself.
You should have seen him tonight. He was trying real hard to. I mean, he would have shocked Emily good. She probably wouldn't have survived.
Well,
Can't tell if I've decided this is
Try to-
growth or hypocrisy. Cool. Good for you. Any ideas, Lance?
Oh, always.
I like him.
Can perhaps maybe we just sleep on it a bit? My leg hurts and I'm exhausted, and I don't think I'm going to make good decisions right now, to be honest.
Fair enough. Yeah. We should all probably get some rest.
well, one of us should stay up just to keep an eye out. I'll go first.
Didn't you just fight a bunch of X's and...
Wake me in 4 hours.
We'll take care of it. Go to sleep.
I'm not good at watching for stuff. I'm sleeping through tonight. I'm sorry.
No one expected you to be on watch,
Well,
Colleen.
I'm used to late watches. You get some rest.
You're half crispy bacon, so yeah, you're like injured.
I am.
You got a fireball thrown at you.
I did.
It's like very D&D. I
D8
love it.
burn.
Would you like to do something about that?
Yeah, how do I do something about that?
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to set a difficulty for you.
I've got to roll.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're
'cause
going
the
roll
die
so
rolls
good
are
this
awesome
time.
so
Right? I roll like such garbage in this game. What do I do? I'm sorry, rolling.
Okay, so the difficulty is going to... I'm going to set the difficulty for this and then roll your condition die, and you're going to roll against that.
Okay. What do I roll
And
against
you're sitting
You have to
like
build
on a
your dice
pile of
pool.
things
Oh,
and
I
refuse
Tell,
to
how
use
you're,
them.
tell me how you're...
that? So
What are you doing about your burn,
physically. Well, I got first
You
aid
got
from
some first
both
aid from-
Simon and Viza,
right?
and I'm at pain pills now, so that helps.
Okay. So, could be physical, could be mental.
I feel like it has to be physical for a burn.
Okay.
I don't really know which value to pick. I will pick duty. I don't know.
Well, you do have to be, at your best if things get...
Chip on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Simon, I guess, because he gave me the first aid.
Okay.
That look. Oh my God!
There's
It's
the
okay.
17.
That's
Okay,
17.
the 10. It's just so hard not to see those
The
big
ones.
old ones.
Every fucking time. So 17 to the D4 effect.
Okay. And a 1 on a
Yeah.
D10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Son of a biscuit.
I haven't rolled any ones yet.
So, and your effect was what?
D8.
So you're going to eradicate it.
Nice.
All right.
It will no longer trouble you.
I'm only burned for RP purposes at this point.
Okay. I like it.
Probably only someone. Right.
Yeah. So, let's right up those stairs. You'll find bedrooms. Find something that suits you.
All right. She's gonna give like the awkward look over at Simon and then just like turn around and walk up the stairs.
Please let me roll the notice. Please let me roll the notice.
Unless you're trying to keep her from noticing, she's going to notice.
No, it was like that thing like, all right, I'm gonna go.
You notice.
Yeah.
You see that.
I let you leave. What did I miss?
Nothing. You should get some rest.
And she tries to imitate Colleen's read power. Damn it. Thought I grew a new one. All right. Worth a check. Liar. Lance, I need you to go into the office. Someone needs to show up, and when you are off, bring back some of the corporate espionage tools.
Right away.
Perfect.
Does Lance have any surveillance on his house?
You mean like...
Cameras looking outside, anything like that? Okay.
You're paranoid.
reasons?
I have no idea why.
While I'm up, I'm going to attempt something that might sound kind of bananas, but I'm going to try and direct an observation satellite at Lance's house to keep an eye on it from his station.
Nice. Cool. I'm gonna have
Okay.
you move your mic down again one more time.
That's
keep
gonna
breathing
be-
down.
You do.
That's going to be a hard
Oh, yeah.
task, so you're going to need a 15.
Hoo-boy. All right.
I mean, I would like to help. Can I help?
I'm gonna let Lance know I'm doing this with his equipment before he goes upstairs. Just as
Lance isn't going upstairs.
Okay, is he staying up with me?
Well, Fiza told him to go into the office.
Oh, okay.
So now
He
we've got
listens to what he's told.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Now we have Lyman. Lyman happening.
Hey, dog. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm protecting people with my technomancy, and specifically Colleen, so I use that relationship.
Okay.
You two are cool and all, but you know,
Dude, I get it. I don't
Hot
get
Jeff
jealous.
help.
diggity damn. That's
There's
an
an
18 with a D8, and do you want to buy a D8?
Oh no.
Cool, this is gonna go good.
How
The hubris
Okay, so
of I haven't
how many
rolled a
above?
one.
How many above do you have to get to
Five.
over zap it?
5.
Yeah, that'll do nice.
Okay. No, you don't.
Don't you?
No, he bought another die to make it-
Bought another
Oh, you
one.
want
I
to
bought
die?
it to
To add a
over-zap-
hero die.
Right.
to-
Okay, so you get to add a hero die, be a D8.
I thought I could just do it to add one of my numbers to it.
No, you did, but
Oh.
Yeah, right.
you already succeeded. When
You'd
you
already
added that,
succeeded.
you did 5 over.
You did
Which means
5
you get
over,
a
so
hero
you get a
die.
hero die.
That's the effect.
The
of
hero
the-
die
For
you
later.
would take from
Yeah.
my pool but I don't have one, so you get a D8.
Cool,
Right.
cool, cool.
So you have a D8 hero die.
Nice.
You also have a D6 asset.
Okay.
It's not a permanent asset; it's a temporary one.
Mm-hmm.
Of
Eye in the sky.
sure. This doesn't go on your character sheet.
Okay.
This is, like I said, this is temporary.
It's a scene asset.
Nice.
Now you can spend a plot point to make it persistent. If you want.
No, I'm good with this. This is just for now.
Okay. Basically, you're going to get tonight out of
Yeah.
it.
That's fine.
Okay. While you're doing that, some things come up in the news. There is overnight there has been an increased level of violence both against X's and reprisals by X's on anti-X people. Violence is definitely on the rise. They reference the building that exploded in the East End, as well as several other things. This morning, there are talking heads that appear on both sides, that appear arguing both sides of this. One of them ends violently with an anti-X activist attacking an X on camera. So that happens. Also in the news, a new law has just been proposed in Parliament that would limit where X's can go in the City of London and segregating their travel. Anti-X politicians cite recent violence and increasing crime. So that happened.
I know someone very high up at Division X, and I would like to set a meeting.
Okay.
Faiza just, or Abria just ran a plot point.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you're buying an asset, which again is going to be like the it's a D6 asset, and that's going to be a one-time use
Yep.
thing. You can use it once.
I'll wait for Colleen to wake up, and then we're gonna go on a trip and have a conversation.
Cool. She probably wakes up probably pretty early. She probably didn't sleep very well.
Okay.
And she's still like checking her phone.
Okay. The Range Rover is still out front. You still have the keys for that. Lance is gone. He's gone into the office.
Okay.
And we will go from there.
Cool.
Okay. So you guys are going to take a road trip.
Yep.
Okay. We'll do that in just 1 second. What's Edison doing?
Oh, other than sleeping because he's exhausted.
Okay. In that case, I think that if he's sleeping, because I'm feeling this direction.
Okay.
When he wakes up, on the table in the room where he was sleeping is a box. It's not like a cardboard box, but it's nicer than that. It's like more like a electronic storage case.
Okay.
And on the top of it is a note card with the contents of which you have already read.
Right.
And it has O dot on it.
Oh, okay. And I'm assuming I find like earbuds and
Oh,
that
yeah.
stuff, and the other gift.
You find very high-end communications devices
From Ophelia.
from
Yeah,
Ophelia.
from Ophelia. Sweet. Okay. Well, I collect those. I make sure that I set aside the one that's for me. And I go downstairs to see how Guthrie's doing
Okay.
and get some coffee and breakfast.
Okay.
But if he's not using the computer right now, I'm going to say that maybe I put a back door into my dad's computer.
A little bit. Above that, yeah.
I put a back door in my dad's computer. I want to see if I can check if he has any files pertaining to Division X.
Okay. Let's put some dice down.
Okay.
When Edison woke up, Simon went to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. Go, boy. Get some sleep.
I'll show you the whole setup I got. It's very sweet.
I don't sleep. Fuck that.
You're going to need a 10.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna say I go to sleep before you two leave because I don't know that I'd be okay with you guys just popping out of here right now.
So that's straight
I
up
mean, I'll tell you. I don't
10
care.
with... I'm going to go with 10 with a D10 effect because
Okay.
I use my 8 instead of a...
Where does Simon go sleep? Yeah. Where does Simon go sleep?
You just took over Edison's bed.
These dudes.
So
yeah, that's
I...
cool. Lance is good though.
I basically feel around to see if I can find anything that might be pertaining to Division X. So
Sure. Yeah, we'll just do that. There is on your dad's private partition. There is a memo from him to the director of Division X, and it. I so want to do that, and it simply says initiate the final solution.
Ooh.
Blah, 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 blah. Things of that name are always good. It has never gone badly before as a phrase.
Wait. My dad said that?
Yep.
He's like sitting there reading, and his arms just sort of go limp to his side as he sort of leans back in the chair. He raises his glasses up to his forehead and sort of rubs his eyes, puts his glasses back down, reads it again incredulously, and the whole house sort of shakes a little bit. He goes away to another room and just sits there for a good long time just thinking, and he goes up, he serves himself some whiskey, sits down again, takes a sip, winces, and just knocks the rest of it down quickly.
Like it?
Nice.
Yeah. And that's pretty much, he's going to sit there for a little while. Just
Okay.
sort of going over it in his head.
Okay, cool. So you two
Yeah.
headed off back towards the city.
Sweet. I would like to call in my contact
Sure.
and let's meet at like a private booth at a very nice restaurant.
You can do that. It'll be getting on towards lunchtime by the time, early lunch, like brunch, when you get there. And you can do that. Who is your contact?
Her name is Hannah Schmidt. And we've had a lot of discussions in and around like lobbying efforts because she is usually who I work with or work against, like alternatingly when it comes to like policy by policy. So this sounds like, okay, they're proposing some new legislature. Let's sit down and figure out like which side of the line we both sit on and if we can work together. Nice.
Okay.
You're going to go with me, and we're going to...
I'm your lie detector.
Oh, yeah, she's going to lie a lot.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want her to tell the truth. That's what... Can you do that?
I could try, yeah.
Then don't go leaking your emotions all over the place when we get there.
I'll do my best, but you're going to have to keep working on me with that because it's hard, especially right now.
Yeah, I saw a look.
It's complicated. I think I might have messed up, Fiza. I think
I mean, probably. But he messes up all the time, too. That's why you're so good together. You're
We're
both
not-
fuck-ups.
Well, I think I've lost control of my powers. I think that I've influenced him and made him feel things that he wouldn't normally feel.
Oh, I very much doubt that.
Do ya? Because I seen what happens with metal when you're around Lance. Can you imagine if you'd had power like mine if that happened?
Rude?
Telling it like it is. If you have trouble controlling your powers and you're feeling that, what do you think could happen with mine?
Yeah, but I shake a file cabinet once because I'm thirsty. It's not the same as convincing him, I don't know, he loves you or whatever.
I think it's exactly the same thing.
I don't think you're that powerful.
All right. Well, you brought me as your lie detector, but you don't think I'm that powerful. You think I can force this woman to tell you her deepest secrets, but you don't think I'm powerful enough to make a guy who used to sleep with me want me again?
I mean, the last time I checked, you didn't make me cry, so...
But I was pretty close, and that's damn good accomplishments considering it's you.
Well, if you're so powerful now, try again. I'm feeling cute today.
I think I should probably save it for your friends, don't you? And you walk in and
Do you
cry.
run out? Do you run out of power?
Well, no, but if you walk in looking like you cried, she's going to know something's up.
I never have, and I won't start today. But fine. This is something we should, I guess, work on together.
That was your idea.
But it was for you, because you needed help. I'm perfect.
I know you are.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is she wearing the brooch?
Oh my god. Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is. It's like real ostentatious and like front and center.
Colleen doesn't know about expensive things. You have expensive things. She probably doesn't even know.
No, that's
fair.
that's fine. I was just curious if she was wearing it.
Definitely. It was like,
It's an expensive. You are an expensive person.
I wear an expensive.
I'm not able to look at that and be like, that is a 300-year-old brooch. Where did you
Yeah,
get
right?
that?
Oh man, this is the first time I'm not around Lance.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what is up with Lance? Something's really strange about him.
Yeah, it's because he's like 1,000 years old.
I'm sorry?
I didn't do the math on that. I'm not supposed to tell you, but if anyone asks to use your powers on me and make me tell the truth, he's actually, you can't laugh, he's Lancelot, like the knight though.
Did he hit you in the head last night?
Yes, but he said that before that happened.
And you believed him.
I mean,
And you say that I'm the crazy one.
yeah, well, it makes sense.
Does it?
Kind of.
I mean, I get strange readings off him. You're right. I mean, he's not. I don't know.
He knows things. He's very experienced.
All right.
Like 1,500-year-old experience. Yeah. I can go into aggressive detail if you want me to.
No, that's all right.
Me too.
I can read it off you. It's fine.
Yes, yeah.
You're sharing
It's
plenty.
a trust thing.
It's all right. Congratulations.
I do not need congratulations.
No,
thank
but I
you.
just don't know what else to say about that.
Yeah, it's
So a little awkward.
a little.
Yeah. I kissed Simon.
That's a good start. That's why he's being weirder. He's like, I'm protective.
I mean, that's sort of his thing. He likes protecting people.
He likes protecting you.
Why are things so complicated? Let's go fuck with this woman's head and let's go.
I've never loved you more than in this moment. So yeah, we just drive down.
Okay. So you get to the restaurant, and Hannah is already there.
So timely. All All right. Well, you're my assistant because I don't think she's. Yeah, just
Colleen, that's
just
Colleen
look
and Kimmy
obedient.
reacting like
Yeah. Well, she's never
Obedience.
met Lance.
Right. Obedient, I don't do obedience very well. I don't know if you've noticed.
You could try.
All right. I'm Lance. Look, don't even have an iPad to hold. Not that I know how to turn it on, but still.
She like digs in her purse and pulls out a fucking iPad
Okay.
and hands it to you.
She holds it like her best Lance.
God. I hate you.
No, you don't. I know better. I can read it.
Damn it. Well, this is the normal level of contempt I hold for my assistants, so this checks out.
Is appropriate.
Let's
yes.
go.
All right.
Cool. Hannah, it's so nice to see you again.
How are you, dear?
You do like the shitty kid, like,
Yeah.
ugh. I
Yeah.
do not like this woman.
Yeah, she doesn't like you either.
Yeah, perfect. Cool. Interesting news overnight.
Yes, it's eventful.
So when are these measures being put to the vote? Is it this afternoon?
Well, the law's been proposed, but it's got to go through all the committees and whatnot.
Okay. So can I expect some pushback on this if I try to knock it down?
Oh, of course.
What are you going to throw at it, and what are you going to offer me to back off? Because I have some vested interests in, going out at night.
Well, of course, it is for public safety after all. Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
all of the best restaurants are going to shut
They're
down
not
because
you, of
all the
course,
poor
dear.
exers. No, all of the poor people exers in the back that wash the dishes with their mind or whatever.
Yeah.
It's going to cause labor shortages.
Well, there's certainly we can find ways to regulate people's.
As long as I know that this will be one of those laws, we can find workarounds for. How serious is this?
Well, it's quite serious. They are, the law provides for severe penalties for X's found outside of the approved areas.
Yeah, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, how's Colleen doing? This woman is so smug.
She's everything Colleen hates in the entire world, and she's saying everything Colleen hates.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting dice out.
Willpower. Oh my god.
I want to retcon it so that I opened, Candy Crush for you to play on the iPad. Be calm, play a game.
God, I really should have bumped. Oh, I did bump it up. No, I didn't.
I
What
think
are you
Pfizer
trying
puts
to
you at
do?
the table.
To not spill my anger all over.
Oh, so you're just trying
to keep it secret, keep it safe.
I think in this moment you need an 11.
11. Good thing I have a lot of plot. Oh, I'm going to spend another d6 because I don't want to fuck this up.
So are you going? Okay, plot point. Thank you. You who have all the plot points. All
Yeah.
I know. I was like,
She
I've been saving them for important roles.
Oh, God. I mean, it's not
Oh,
terrible.
look, that D6 you bought.
There's a 14.
Yeah, there's a 14. And give me back my plot point.
Maybe he doesn't
And
want to
a
buy
D10
it.
effect. Do you want to keep that?
Yeah, it's
All right.
fine.
So I do it.
You are able to keep control of yourself, even though I think that you're engaging in the fantasies of ripping her apart, or
Yeah. So she's got the iPad. She's playing Candy Crush. She's going to at some point take out her necklace with the clotter ring and just be holding that clotter ring and just breathing.
Sweet. When Fiza notices that you were working hard to keep your chill, you just feel the whole necklace yank down a little bit. Calm down.
She kind of rolls her eyes, but calms down. She keeps focusing on it. She calms down.
But you must admit, of course, that many X's are very dangerous. After all, you've seen the news with the horrible attacks. Buildings burned and
I mean, yeah, I guess in that part of town we should be worried about that. You're right, it's very dangerous. It feels so sudden. I can't imagine that legislation this complex was drafted in the wee hours of the night between the 2 a.m. terrorist bombing.
Oh, well.
And
Yeah,
now.
though the wheels of government do move slowly, they do move.
Cool. I would love to just be blunt for like 2 seconds. Did you made this? You proposed this. You passed it to a peer. I'm not judging. We've all done it. I just want to know if I'm fighting you or some shit lord of the peer of the realm.
I'm gonna roll to up her like smugness, like her pride, her wanting to show off for Faiza, and her like competitive nature with Faiza.
Okay.
Like to like have her say too much to try and impress Faiza.
Sure.
And justice and hate her and Faiza.
Oh, using your hate her dice.
I should have those actually. Another 2 days.
It's like the D30 comes out.
Yeah. I missed everything.
Okay.
Is it a
You have a 13 with a D12 effect.
That's a 7. Keep it.
all right?
So many 7s and 8s.
Huzzah.
So yeah, 15 with a D10.
Okay. All right.
No ones to buy.
Just buy another one and get a hero die.
No, it's
You have
okay.
so many fucking plot points.
I know, but I can keep.
You're trash.
Yeah, I am trash.
There's no interest collected on plot points. You know
but
that well.
I'm gonna need them at some point, and I'm just gonna like spend like a bunch of them at the same time.
right.
At some point, I'm really gonna want to keep something secret or do something. And
You always have been very astute. The most astute of my enemies.
I'm glad we're now being honest and open about it, because frankly, I just don't want to throw the resources behind trying to knock down legislation of this magnitude if you're behind it. You're so smart and powerful.
Kelly like breathes.
She had like
again.
a tiny stroke. Whew, okay.
Well, yeah. It is the best thing for, all the people, really. And she puts that tiny little bit of emphasis on the word people.
Faiza's like grabbing her hands and like cuts the inside of her palm with like trying to I want to just kill her though. Just a little bit. I think in her anger, she can like suddenly like feel the bits of iron going through her blood. Like,
I think so.
I feel new things. Okay. Good to know. So, assuming this passes, because I'm sure it will, what are your next steps?
Oh, well, it wouldn't do to tell you everything.
Of course not. I mean, Han can only do so much. I've been looking for a change of employment for a while now, and if you have something big in the pipeline, I hope that you'd remember me.
Oh, of course, darling. Things are coming into shape quite nicely. Because you had a D8 effect on your
D10.
D10 to I think that she will. I think she's going to reveal something that is going to be. Well, ever since we blew up the Thames house and blamed it on the X's.
And Faiza looks tickled. I thought that is just a masterwork.
Well,
really. And she's like kind of flirting with her too. Just like,
It is, after all,
Colleen stands up and like turns around and walks away.
This is why I have to leave Han.
No amount of, aberrant power will substitute for, British intellect.
Of course. So British. Cool. All right, well, I would say I would see you later today, but this isn't my fight. I'm staying very clear of it. Good luck.
And to you, darling.
Kisses back. Is she wearing any metal?
Yes.
What?
Necklace, earrings.
Is there any like metal? Like, is she wearing heels?
Sure.
Are those heels reinforced with like a little thing?
Sure.
Yeah, she's gonna go ahead and break that heel on the way out.
Okay.
Oh, don't fall! Don't trip! Watch your step.
Okay. I have no problem
Yeah,
with that.
sweet.
So Colleen's outside.
Yeah.
She's very upset. Very upset. I'm spending a plot point to get an extra die.
And what are we doing?
She knows she can't hurt this woman. Like, she can't. We need her in place, like, to continue whatever's happening.
Fiza would have told you, do what you feel is necessary.
So Colleen's going to make her fall absolutely desperately in love with, like, I don't know, like, and someone who's around, like looking around like the worst person, the person that would like humiliate this woman, like the busboy or something.
Okay.
So just a little bit of emotional vengeance because she now is going to kill this woman at some point.
Cool.
Maybe not actually, but we'll see. She's very upset. Is it a 6 or a 9? That's a 9.
Start rolling ones
Nice.
though.
9.
You snitch.
17.
I mean,
God damn it. She's really upset and she can't do it.
yikes.
You got like a 13, 14,
Yeah.
15, 16, 17,
You
18,
literally can't
19
get
if you
there.
buy 2 pips and you'll have a d6 effect.
Okay.
So that's 19 with a d6 effect.
Okay.
How? Okay.
She buys 2
Oh, it was a
dice
9
to
on
add.
6. My brain was doing
Yeah.
6 the whole time. That's fair.
Okay. We'll see how that plays out. But, yeah.
Just want her to feel pain. Terrible pain.
Yeah, Fiza's gonna come out and see you.
We should go.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Just like looks at her. That woman destroyed everything in my life.
I don't remember her saying anything about Simon or guitars, but I'll take your word for it.
Did I walk? Oh no, I walked away after she said the thing about.
Oh yeah,
James'
she
house.
clocked it.
Yeah.
She clocked it, but she doesn't know that story. Well, she doesn't know
I
that
told
yours.
it to you before.
Did you?
Yeah, I told it at the house a few minutes ago.
Oh, okay, that's right. Cool, sweet.
So you do
Yeah.
know that. You do
All
know
right.
that. Where that connects.
Yeah.
My friends and their lives were destroyed by that. Edison's life is destroyed by that.
And it set back my business. But you know what? I'm not important in this one right now. It's not about me. I'm sorry for what it's worth.
Thank you.
I know that's not very much, but
It's not your fault, and we found out because of you. So thank you.
do you want to kill her?
Absolutely. But I don't think that's the smart thing to do right now.
It's not.
And we should find out what's happened with Sean and the rest of them because we might need her again.
Okay.
But she's going to have a really bad night. And her marriage might be destroyed.
Oh, what'd you do? You sweet
She's
girl.
going to tell her. But we should go back, and we need to get the boys, and we need to go back to London.
You're right. I mean, I think we're technically in London right now.
You
We're
are.
back in the town.
Whatever.
Yeah.
They're 3 hours away.
yeah.
We'll say this is when I can wake up.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
And we need to tell Edison.
Probably in bloody Wales.
Everything about this house smells faintly of the ocean.
Nice.
Sorry, one last thing I want to do. Is there, like, a roll? I want to try to track, like, some piece of jewelry that she wears. Like, can I figure out the shape of it? Because I'm going to try to find her later.
No, we can do that when the time comes.
Okay, cool. Well, she tried to, like, make a note of, like, the very specific way the metal on her body, like, resonates.
Okay. Sure.
All right, sorry, I'm done now.
Okay. Cool. So we're back at the house.
So, someone wakes up. Edison, where is everyone else?
Edison looks semi-catatonic when you come down to see him. And you see liquor in his hand.
Edison, you're drinking. What happened? Is there any...
He actually sort of like, he's sitting like with his back against the couch, and then he sort of leans on his elbows and knees, and he just starts crying.
Simon gets down like on a knee next to Edison and kind of puts his hand on his shoulder and... I don't kiss everybody, damn it.
It's going to turn into an eyes wide shut thing in like 3 sessions.
No, he's just gonna let Edison have this for a minute. And,
he sort of like sobs, and actually he like hugs Simon, and like holds him, and because he's like shaking, he is so incredibly sad and upset, and there's so many emotions right now that he doesn't even know what to do.
sure.
And he just points at the computer monitor that has that letter up.
So Simon's gonna grab, just run to the kitchen, grab a glass of water, give it to Edison, and say, "Here, drink this. I'll take a look, and I'll go and see what Edison saw." And dang, oh my God, Edison, I'm so sorry.
Don't know what to do.
Well, where are the others? We should talk to them about this.
I don't know where they are. They Fiza made a call and then left, and took Colleen with her.
Did Lance go?
Lance took
Lance
off
has been
before
at work
that.
all day.
Lance is at the office,
Yeah.
and nobody has their phone on them.
I have
So
a
they
phone
just...
on me. Yeah. I have a burner
She has her
phone.
burner phone, yeah.
I have a normal phone on me. It was just put away for sex. I picked it back up.
Did you leave your number behind? Is it somewhere?
I have every expectation that you gave them your...
Okay, cool.
that
Yeah.
you-
I'm going to use
your
Lance's
burner
house
number.
phone to call your burner phone.
Okay.
Yeah, a strange number comes up on your phone.
Sean, is that you?
I love you. I love you desperately.
No. No, it isn't
Simon.
Sean. Where are you? I went to sleep and you're gone and Edison's a mess.
Edison, we went to... Fiza had a meeting we had to go to.
Where? You left the house?
Yeah. I mean, if you didn't want to, you probably should have come and said something.
I was in bed.
Right.
You're leaving the safe house to go where?
Don't worry about it.
We're being hunted. Why would you leave?
To get information.
From who?
This woman Fiza knows.
From where? Who is she?
Why is Edison a mess? He very specifically does not answer that question.
Yeah, it's very good.
Look, you have to tell me where you are and who you saw, because if we're being hunted, you guys could be in a lot of danger right now.
We're heading back to the house. We'll be there soon.
Tell me who you met with. It's very important.
You hear it like muffled, like
Yeah.
like she put you. Simon wants to know who we met with.
Oh, I don't remember her name. Simon, it's fine. Just
He says
Tell
it's-
her.
They tell him.
yeah, tell
Or,
her.
it's this woman
Hannah Schmidt.
Hannah Schmitz from Division X.
You mean the people who sent a drone with facial recognition technology after us?
I would love to hear that shouted and be like, yeah, because they're gonna bomb a building with one of their own in it. Jesus. Think before you speak, Simon.
Is she still with you?
No, she's busy.
Then what makes you think you're safe right now?
Well, we're in a moving car right now. So really, of the two of us, you're probably a better target.
Yep.
Well, I have monitors.
Do you say that?
Yes.
Simon, seriously, why is Edison upset?
His father is apparently the one who gave the order to bomb us.
All of us, with Edison too?
Yeah.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
What is it? Put it
You're on
speaker.
speakerphone.
Does your shitty phone have speaker?
She's just gonna be like holding up a finger, like 1 second. God, I'm so sorry. He was gonna kill Edison too.
It looks like that. Look, just
We're on our way back. We'll be back very soon.
make sure you aren't being followed.
All right, we'll be careful. You be careful too.
I'll be fine.
All right.
Okay, I hang up.
When we get to the edge of town,
She's gonna tell you all that.
Yeah, I want to stop and get gas, and while doing so, I want to see, I want to try to pull on the metal of the car and see if anything comes free, like a bug or a tracker.
Okay.
I don't know what to roll. I haven't rolled yet today. I don't know how that works. Okay. Variables. It's a D8. Alliances, a D10.
And it's going to be a graduated success, 15 and 11.
Okay. Cool. Power, because fuck her. She's not better at this than I am. I need more dice. Beep-ba-boop. Thank you. And I'll use my relationship with Colleen to help me. I need one more D8. Do you have a metal one?
A metal one?
I just want to roll metal boys. Cool. It's not very many dice. And I carry no percent of them.
That's a 3.
8.
Okay, so
15. And there's...
All right, so we got exactly 15 with a D10 effect.
Okay. You are absolutely certain that there are no bugs or trackers on the vehicle.
Cool. Sweet. Stupid bitch. Mr. Chance gets back in the car, keeps driving.
All right, can we get back to the?
I'm going to go back.
Almost.
Oh no.
Almost.
I'm gonna go.
Because-
I am gonna go back to Edison and see how he's. I need him to kind of get back to the real world. So after the phone is done, I'm gonna go back to Edison. Has he had the water?
Yeah, he's drinking the water.
You're so good at giving drunk people water.
Look, I know this is a lot right now, but we are all in a lot of danger, and I'm going to need you to be with me right now. And
Phrasing. Hey now.
I love that we're doing phrasing.
Sorry.
We're not ruining the moments.
Damn it.
you missed earlier when you told us to kiss.
Hey, you snitch!
But do you think you can get through the next hour?
Simon, I am one notch from completely losing my mind. I promise you that I will try to hold it together. But I also make you this promise. We are not the only ones in danger. And I have been pushed to a breaking point.
I'll hold on to that, and you'll get the chance to use it.
Okay, hopefully the ladies will return soon.
Supposedly they are on their way back from London, apparently, where they've been meeting with people who they shouldn't be meeting with.
We definitely shouldn't head straight back, by the way.
Well, your phone is going to ring. And it is a Han Corporation number, but not one that you recognize.
Okay. Go for Pfizer.
So you going to pick it up?
Yeah.
Okay. Ms. Benyamina, My name is Minerva St. James. I'm in
the
the
legal,
I'm
yes?
in the yes, I'm in the legal
Got
department.
it. Hello.
Yes. I need for you to come in at your earliest convenience to discuss a legal matter.
You have me now. What do I need to be there in person for?
Well, it would appear that Miss Garden's family has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the corporation and against you specifically.
God, this whole fucking problem, useless family.
It's in the amount of 100 million pounds.
Adorable. Okay, well, that's very stupid, and I will come and deal with it, but probably not today. How time sensitive is this?
Oh, well, we have a bit of time, but not very much. We do need to answer the allegation.
I mean, is there any legal precedent for death by incompetence? Just wild, unabashed incompetence.
Well, they're asserting that as a publicly known ex, because you are publicly known, right? No, you're not. Okay. But you have been pro-ex in your...
Yes.
They are asserting that your pro-ex stance on political matters has endangered their daughter and made her a target for terrorists.
Okay, so does her working for me also include the part where she works for Division X as a deep agent?
I'm sorry, ma'am. There's nothing here about that.
Good. I'm going to need you to do just any more amount of Googling before you bother me with minutia. Minerva.
Oh, no, Minerva.
I like you. Just be better. This is me being nice. Accurate. Look, I'll be in at the end of the week. Stall until then.
Very good, ma'am.
Thank you. Look, I said thank you. And then she hangs up. All right. Well, then.
Lance is obviously affecting her behavior.
Yeah, that bitch. Or it might be Colleen. Stop using your powers on me.
I thought I wasn't that powerful, remember?
Oh, go fuck yourself. Well, this is fun. All right, so do we head back?
Yeah, I think we need to. Edison's really upset, and I'm not sure Simon's quite the one to handle that particular situation.
Okay.
What?
All right. I do feel like we're bringing trouble to their door, because if Hannah was just half capable, which honestly I don't believe she is, she would be doing something to follow us.
Right. I mean, maybe we call him, tell him to meet us somewhere.
I like that.
Right.
You do it. I don't want to talk to people anymore.
All right. She's going to call back the number.
Sweet.
Ring, ring.
Okay.
Ring, ring.
Lance's house?
No, you... Did you call me on Lance's
Yes.
phone?
Yeah, I called you on the landline from Lance's house.
Who has landlines?
All right.
You said
we're
everything.
filling in
You said everything in this house was like
The
300
elderly,
years
yeah.
old?
Simon, it's Colleen.
Are you okay?
Yes, we're fine. Thanks for caring. That's sweet.
Boo!
was-
In the background.
We are worried. I think you're right. We're a bit worried that they might be following us or something. We don't want to lead them back to Lance's house. Do you guys want to come meet us somewhere? I think I should see Edison and see if I can help him at all.
Yeah, if I can get him to go, then I'll meet you somewhere.
All right.
Where?
Yeah. Can I know of a safe house in London somewhere?
Sure.
Okay.
I have no problem. I mean, if we're going to use it as an asset later, we'll need to put some dice down
Well,
on
I
it.
have
or-
Axe as an asset, so I'm wondering if I can just use. Okay.
Nice.
You have an Axe safe house. That's your D10
Okay.
on that one. Okay, so you make that arrangement. Your phone rings. Your burner phone
Okay.
rings. It's Sean's number.
She answers it immediately.
You hear the sound of traffic in the background, but there's no...
Sean? Sean! Damn it.
And then it goes dead.
What was that?
There's his number. That's not good. There's traffic in the background, but he's in trouble. Something's wrong. Alright. I'm going to change plans. Or do we can't go to the safe house?
Oh, definitely not.
Sean knows about the safe houses, and if they've got to him, who knows what they can do.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe we can break into a place and stay there for a day or so. I don't know.
I mean, we can do that, or we can finish what we're starting.
Right, but it's going to take a bit of planning to do it right, especially if we don't know how many X's they got and if they've been changed.
If this legislation... I understand where you're coming from, and we are facing a great physical threat. But if this legislation passes, it will be something bigger than a fight. It will be a law. We need to beat it to this punch.
That's not exactly my cup of tea, Fiza. If you got ideas on how to do that, that's fine, but...
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
Alright. I'm going to call him back then. Lance's house again.
Okay.
We can't meet at the safe house. We have to find another place to meet.
I've got nothing. The only places I have are my parents' house and the police station. Neither of which I think will be rather accepting to any of us at this point.
Well, it's probably... Your parents' house is probably the place they'd expect us to go to the least. It might be the safest place for us to go.
Let's go to the apartment in North Uppington. I'm pretty sure it's still roped up, and they probably won't expect us to go to another crime scene. Last place they'd look.
Good call, Edison. Yes.
I just wanted to meet Papa Gumps so bad. Probably make out with him, like, you're so
All right.
severe and mean to your son. We have this in common.
Alright, it sounds right to me. We'll head there then.
Right, so I'll drive. You, I'm going to look at, I guess, at Lance's garage to see if he has a car.
He probably took his car to go to work.
Does he have any extra cars?
Well, it's a 3-car garage. 2 of the bays are empty. There is one vehicle left.
What is it?
It's a Charger.
Yes.
No.
Damn it! A white Charger would have been perfect.
You're right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. No, it's actually a white Jaguar.
Oh.
I'll take that. That's good. It's very British.
Well, I will take this Jaguar and we shall back to the city.
All right. It breaks down, have to wait it.
I am definitely Yep, I am definitely stealing Lance's car, commandeering it. I'm
Yeah, that's the
commandeering
least thing you can do. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's fine.
it. Yeah.
He's older than cars. I'm sure it's fine.
Alright, so we go and we meet them there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we make it?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
Yes, you do.
Good.
So your father put the hit out on all of us.
Oh yeah, I show you the document. Yes. Apparently, he's the one that sanctioned what he so novelly called the final solution. Very Nazi.
I mean, at least it was the final and not like first draft, kill my kid. Small victories.
Are you alright? Do you want me to help you?
I'm bloody fucking far away from all right.
Alright, I can tell that. Do you want help with that? I won't do it unless you ask.
I should point out, because I mentioned this when this came up before, It's addressed to the director of Division X. That's who this memo is addressed to.
Yeah. No,
Just saying.
Okay, so your dad is the director of Division X?
No, he addressed the letter to the director,
Okay.
which means that he
So
was
he
giving
knows.
orders to the director.
Cool. We should go and have a conversation with your father.
I fancy that idea.
When I say conversation, I mean violence.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah, I think we
They're already calling us terrorists. If we go take out a lord or some type, sorry, Baron, I don't know the things, but I mean, this plays right into their hands. This is what they want. They want more headlines where we're doing wrong.
And my father is a very intelligent man with a military background. He's probably already prepared for our arrival and my discovery of his betrayal. And if he is prepared, he's probably prepared to deal with me, not only you.
Where would he be?
That's a good question. I'm not exactly certain. I suppose we can go back to Carkle House and see if we can find some clues as to where he went.
Faiza's just looking more and more pissed and looks as though she is holding her tongue.
He definitely has answers we need. And he is the one known quantity, since we don't know much about this Division X. But I am fairly
You know they
certain.
blew up Thames House.
I'm sorry?
That's what we were finding out. They were the ones behind the bomb in Edison.
You broke him.
I mean, at least she tried to say it the nice way.
She's gonna reach out and just like put her hand on Edison.
Boundless rage and a sense of absolute betrayal. And yeah, I mean, to the point he's actually warm to the touch because he is trying very hard to not lose his shit.
She's gonna. Well, I mean, without asking, I'm not gonna change his emotions. I'm just gonna take a little bit of the edge off, just so it's like manageable. So he's still feeling everything he's feeling, but like to a point where he can still think and isn't like crazy.
My decision making is questionable.
Is it? Or do you
The moment.
finally have some perspective?
I believe the correct answers come from reason and not from emotional content. And right now I am having some
Hold on.
severe trouble
Hold on before you roll.
controlling my
Hold on
emotional
before you roll.
content.
Okay.
Are you resisting what she's doing? It doesn't have to be, you intentionally resisting. It's just, would you resist?
As a reflex, he would resist somebody trying to
Okay,
manipulate.
put
his
together
emotions.
dice.
Yeah, I just think that's just sort of the way he is.
I could totally see him resisting just anything that would calm him down at the moment.
Yeah,
Because,
he's just not into that right now.
okay, so put together a dice pool.
All right, roll it.
No, you have to put together a dice
all
pool
right,
too.
all right. So I'm gonna go. It's social, I suppose.
God in heaven.
Jesus, all the ones.
Amazing.
I don't.
Doing?
I just don't know, like, who hurt you and those dice.
You are an amazing human being, Kimmy. And
Here, I'm just running another.
all proprieties and colleague. No, all right.
Okay.
Ten.
So I got 12 with a D4.
I got an 18 with a D10 of it.
All right. Yeah, I mean D8. Sorry.
Okay.
4 with a D8.
This is
So-
why I save the plot points, guys.
Yeah, fair enough.
I roll like garbage, and I need to roll good sometimes.
Take the pain away.
Okay, so what does it feel like for him when that happens?
Probably nothing dramatic. Like it's just he's still feeling all the same feelings. It's just like he's able to think a little bit more clearly through it.
spend that plot point, and I'm going to go, you're going to get a little feedback from me.
Okay.
And you're going to get about 3 years of memories.
Oh.
Detailed memories.
I can't get
of-
memories.
Well, no, you're.
Okay.
I'm
Like
projecting
emotional-
emotional
impression-
memories.
Emotional impressions. Okay.
Emotional impressions of several moments in my life with my brother, with my mother, with my father. So you actually end up picking up a very detailed sort of cross section of my relationship with my family.
Got it.
And everything that I loved about my family is dead, and the only thing that remains is the one thing that I never really sat well with me or liked me or accepted me.
Right.
So you're already sensing that he was already sort of waffling on this whole family thing to begin with, because the 2 members of his family that he actually genuinely loved have been taken from him, and you just get that onus of sadness that Edison has lived with for the past few years since his brother died.
All right. She's gonna be a little bit unsteady on her feet for a second, and like, all right.
Well, we need to figure out what we're going to do.
Yes, we do.
I knew you didn't have anything to do with it. Is what Simon says to Colleen.
Jesus. Does now feel like the fucking time for your reconciliation? My God. Lives are on the line. And not just ours.
Right.
For fuck's sake. Maybe you should have left a little more of the anger in him so he would have a fire under his ass to do what needs to be done. I am done with you, half-step.
You're the one who said we needed to deal with the legislation. So how do we do that?
I say we go and find, what? Director X. What's it called?
Division X.
Division X. We need to find Division X.
Yeah, that's
And
our
then
plan the whole time.
how does that stop the legislation, though? It's already started.
If we can prove that Division X has been at the center of all of this agitation, it would take a lot of wind out of the sails of that legislation, in the fact that X versus normal violence has been promoted by this organization in order to progress their agenda. Now, we need to discover where they are. We need to find information that would clear us of any wrongdoing, and we have to be able to make sure that we have information that implicates them in the assassination of my brother and this highly illegal and highly black operation being performed against us individually, which is highly illegal and unconstitutional.
Like, Colleen gets a look across her face like, they're still surprised that they're doing illegal shits.
I'm not surprised anymore. Let's just say you've won a convert. Are you happy now?
I am.
It's obvious we're not going to be able to work within channels on this. This
I
woman
know.
that you spoke
It's
to.
like yelling at a wall.
Wait. Okay, they might have Sean. Sean had his phone for at least a little bit, so that might give us an idea, a place to start.
That's right, that weird phone call that you got.
Sparky, could you try again with the phone?
Yes.
He tried calling me. His phone called me a bit ago. He didn't.
If I use my own phone, I could be traced.
Right. This is the phone he called. He somehow had the number.
Okay.
Well, you called him.
Right.
You called Sean.
Yeah.
That's why he would have the number.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
So whoever now has the phone also has this number.
All right. I don't know if he had it on him and if he was trying to call me to warn me or.
So I guess I'll take. I think how this would work, because I need like Simon needs some, like, you have a burner phone that has no. I can't get any like GPS pinging information off of like another number from it. I need a computer, something to the internet.
I offer my phone.
I don't know anything about any of that. So cool.
Yeah.
You can't just like magic tricks. Come on.
What do you need?
Something with a map.
You had an iPad a little while ago.
Yes.
I'm sure I gave that back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hand you an
iPad.
iPad.
I attached to a Wi-Fi somewhere nearby and zippity zap, see if I can find a location of where this phone pinged off of.
Okay.
From.
15 and 11.
Yeah.
You got
15 and 11?
Yeah. A 15 is a total success and 11 is a partial success.
Can we say helped him by giving him the phone? So I can use our relationship then help him.
Sure, you can.
Okay.
Yeah. Here you go.
Cool. Do-do-do. And do-do-do. Oops.
Got it.
There's a 16 with D8s.
D10.
You could buy
no,
a
it's
D10.
That's a
You
1.
get one D10. You
You want
buy
a
that
D10?
I'm really afraid of how many dice he has.
He has so many.
It really needs a different name than the Doom Pool.
one. No, that's perfect.
Wait,
It's okay, I'm going to use it in a minute.
yours?
That's mine.
Not yours.
Because I'm going to start using them in a minute.
Oh God.
Faisal looks up. She's now reaching into the air for any new like metal signatures. She's worried about like the more we interact with like Wi-Fi and any technology that it will bring something down on this house.
Okay. All right,
She
let's.
feels a little protective of for no reason.
Oh no, we're not at the Atlantis house now, right?
No, we went to the.
Oh, that's right. We're
With
at
the
that.
crime
one.
scene.
Yeah.
I'm still there. Like I'm still like worried.
Yeah.
And just
No, we'll get to that in just a
Reaching
minute.
overhead.
So, what'd you get? A 16?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you are able to isolate where the phone is currently, and it is in an alley in the West End, in a not particularly good part of town.
Makes sense.
Okay.
he's just eating Hamilton Puff, guys. It's fine. It's fine. He's fine.
Well, this is where the phone was. So if we want to look for him, that's I guess where we'd start.
You do know that's most likely a trap.
100%.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, if you have a better idea of where to start looking.
Oh no, I'm fine. Let's go.
Is there anything that we can prep with before we go? Anything that we could bring along to
I
help us
have
out?
made one suit.
I was going to hold those off a little longer.
Just
but
one.
Sure.
Just one suit.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna say, stop by the university real quick before we go. I have something for you.
Oh, but when we go on a field trip, we get yelled at. And by all means, go to school.
So we should probably all go together.
Well, we have 2 cars, separate cars. Bleh.
Bleh.
See, he must be upset. He doesn't even want to ride in a car with me now.
That's like normal Simon. I honestly don't know how you tell the difference. It is just it's a real tight thread.
Right.
Angle the thread. It's
Right.
crazy.
Read emotions. I'm
Yeah,
probably the one person on earth who could, honestly.
it's fair. I'm just saying, for all intents and purposes, that is normal Simon, and normal Simon loves you.
No, normal Simon's made to love me. He loves his job better. Now he's going to ruin everything.
Disagree. Like, you haven't made me like you anymore, so I feel like it hasn't worked. She's actually trying to be like,
Yeah, I
you
get
feel
it.
the like wave of life.
Trying to be nice. Yes.
Yeah.
It's very nice, yeah. I'm not
It
sure.
wasn't nice. I was insulting you. Jesus.
Well, you'll
She break taps just to make you like,
Yeah.
over like fuck you a little
yeah.
bit.
Forgive me if, I don't take love advice from you.
Let me just check. One of us is doing a good job of this. Maybe you should listen to me.
Also, you do love Lance.
Oh, God damn it. You should work for me. That was very good. Also, no.
You lying wench.
Wait.
On the way there, you probably shouldn't go in there if someone's tracking us. Is there anyone
No, that's fine.
So you two are going to the university to get the super suit?
Yeah, we're all going to we're just separate cars.
Are you guys going to the university?
Yeah, I
I
guess.
guess so.
I'm the dumbest caravan.
Okay. Okay. You get to the university without problems.
It's a little meta. I just really want to see the suit.
I know, right? Same.
I'm going to go to a payphone at the university, and I'm going to call up basically my office where I'm expecting Ophelia is probably working.
Yeah.
And I go, Ophelia,
Yes, Professor.
there is a box marked S in my office. It's about...
Oh, the big one?
Yes, the big one. And also, bring the biocontainment unit and bring it out to the quad southwest corner.
Right away, Professor.
Thank you.
Aren't you wearing a thing in your ear?
Whoa, whoa! Someone's making noise.
Oh no, I'm gonna split those out now. I haven't really given
Okay,
them to
cool.
anybody.
Then never mind. That was a weird.
It was,
Yeah,
it
that
was
I could,
a
like,
big
hear it
noise.
through your head.
Yeah, that was a big noise.
Yeah.
Careful.
Something
I think
crackled.
Jim might have
I
crossed his
apologize.
I may
arms.
have brushed against
Oh,
the
maybe.
With your watch.
It sounded like when people touched the thing.
Okay, so after a very short amount of time,
Right.
she comes down carrying. She's got a trolley, and she's trundling along with the box because it's pretty big.
Yeah.
And the containment unit, which is big, and your impression is that the thing inside it has grown.
Okay. So I go up to the back of the Land Rover and put the containment unit in there.
Excuse me. What are you putting in my car? No, thank you.
It's like a
Yeah, hard pass. What the fuck are you
gray.
putting in my car?
It's kind of like gray pink, fleshy blob.
Oh, cool. Is there metal around it? Because I pull that shit right the fuck out. What is that?
Gravity well back in. Don't fight me now.
Use your fucking words.
It is a biocontainment unit holding something that they may not be prepared for.
Yeah, I'm not prepared for this. How good is this containment unit?
Nope. Okay, keep going.
Is it me?
I don't know. Keep going.
The containment unit works perfectly until I shut it off.
Okay.
It does
See-
have a digital panel with a readout on it.
See,
showing
look
green.
how nice you can be when you. Yeah, you know what? Fuck that. You're responsible for this. You're riding with me.
Fair enough.
Get out of my car. She like yells at Colleen.
There are seats for 4.
Oh, I understand. I'm doing a thing.
Okay.
I'm a
All
good
right.
friend.
And I go,
I just never show it in a nice way.
Yeah.
and I basically give Ophelia a hug. And I go, thank you very much.
Of course, Professor.
Now, it's not, you don't want to be seen with us right now, so go away, quickly.
Liza gives
She-
you a look.
And like there's that crack of thunder.
Oh,
and,
good.
And she disappears. And people, in other parts of the quad are going,
Looking around like they don't know what's up.
looking up to see,
Yeah.
because it's
Summer
Thunder.
storms, you
Yeah.
can never predict them.
Right.
And I go, and this is heavy for you.
Heavy box in my hands.
And I open the top.
The space work with you guys is amazing.
And basically the box is dominated by a helmet that's black.
Okay.
It's visorless completely, and a suit. And as you look at the suit, it's made out of very tiny but very hard little tubes completely. And there seem to be little sort of almost coppery little bits every 20 centimeters all the way across it. So it looks like almost like a black flight suit, and it has a backpack and this helmet. And it's like, just take off your clothes. And I pull out the suit.
Here? Oh, all
Just
of
here behind the. Don't be shy.
Yeah, don't.
You get like a jolt of a little bit of like, oh. A little bit of like, oh, emotion.
How
Awkward.
much of my clothes do you need me to
Excitement.
take off?
Just
Probably all of them.
No.
More
just-
excitement.
just your pants and shirt and shoes and socks.
Oh, you don't want to get bunched under that flight suit. And she's not looking away.
so. The audience wants to know if Simon is a boxer guy or not.
Yep.
Boxer briefs.
You know it's totally boxer briefs, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, they're
Colleen turns around.
they're boxers, and they have like little police badges on them.
This sweet boy and his fucking underoos, his justice underoos. Faisal looks harder, this is for you. I will look extra in your sex.
For turning around and not looking, It's Simon's been working out.
You just feel waves of like, not bad.
She's sort of living vicariously through Faiza's opinion.
Yep.
So I guess I put it all on except for the helmet. Is this body armor? Like what?
Oh, it's a little bit more than that.
Just from background.
And basically, I start powering the unit up, and you basically feel a couple of electrodes go up against your temples in the helmet,
Yeah.
and they go ahead, interface with the suit like you do with the cell phone.
Okay.
And basically, in your mind's eye, an entire HUD comes out.
Cool.
Basically, granting you tactical information. You actually reach out with your thoughts into the suit, and the suit itself seems to have electrodes all over its surface for you to channel energy into. There's a molecularly almost perfect lithium-ion battery pack on the back that boosts a little bit of your power. And there's also on the backpack is a small drone that you can control.
Yeah.
And as you start looking at it, there's basically zoom in things. There's all kinds of functions as you start moving around it. And I go, I don't quite have enough time to give you a full rundown on it, but it's bulletproof. And if you concentrate on, there are fibers in it. Reach out with your mind and find fibers on it that will contract. It'll enhance your strength. And goes, it'll make you jump faster, it'll make you more resistant to damage, and make you more aware of your surroundings. I call it the Sparky Mark 1.
Edison. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Far be it from me to ruin my normal, extremely cool demeanor, but like, if I don't get one, I'll literally kill you.
I have to make a couple of more advancements in material science to make your suit.
No. I feel complimented, but also waiting.
So you have a D6 asset super suit.
Yep. Yes, I do. That is the thing. Cool.
Looks pretty good on you, Sparky.
Thank
It's
you.
amazing how tight they can draw those things.
It actually puts it on and it's semi-baggy, but as when those electrodes go on, everything sort of just forms to fit completely.
See justice. This is a very good suit.
Why don't we get going? Cars to the alleys.
Okay, let's
Okay.
go.
All right, Edson, you're with me.
Right.
So apparently Simon has acquired somewhere a white Jaguar.
That's a nice car, too. Did Edson give you that?
No, this belongs to Lance. I have commandeered it for our purposes today.
Well, I guess you can take me a ride for it, then.
Yeah, let's go.
Get like you just hear like boop boop. Just get in the car already.
She gets in the car.
Edison, you should probably stay with the biocontainment unit anyway.
I've already solved this problem.
I've been given instructions.
Right.
Just laying on the horn. This is a solved issue.
All right, so we're in the car and we're following you guys.
Cool. I don't know where we're headed.
I'm full suit with the helmet on.
You can drive around it without
Oh
the
yeah,
helmet on.
I've taken that off to drive.
Yeah.
Of course.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, cool. So you're just going straight to the alley?
Oh yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yes.
That's on your
Sweet.
phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You arrive at the alley without difficulty, although in this kind of neighborhood, a Range Rover and a Jaguar
Yeah.
is people are looking.
I feel like we should have a conversation in the car, but I also don't want to take up more time because you don't have that much time left. Does it
That's
bother
okay.
you?
That's okay. It'll work.
Hey, go for
Have
it.
your scene.
No, seriously.
So we didn't get to finish our conversation before your apartment blew up. That was
Yes, that was a bit of an interruption.
so a lot of stuff has changed. Even today, you really think that? You cared so much about your job and everything before. Do you really think that you're all right giving up all that?
Well, it appears that everything I thought I worked for is compromised in some way. And I don't know,
Yeah. Yeah. Very good.
you're one of the only people who's never let me down.
Nice. That's very nice to say. I have to tell you something though, and you're going to be upset about it probably. I think I've accidentally used my powers on you. Alright, not quite accidentally, but that day in the cafe, I knew you were there, and I wanted you to notice me. And I think I might have overdone it a bit. I mean, you hadn't seen me in quite some time, and then I saw you on the news, and I just missed you, and then I saw you walking down the streets, and I wanted you to come talk to me, but I didn't mean to make you feel this way, and I'm sorry about it.
What,
It's
you
not
think,
fair.
You think you made me fall in love with you?
Well, yeah, you haven't talked to me in 3 years, and then suddenly in a couple of days, you're back to trying to kiss me.
Colleen, I never stopped loving you. It was... I just... we couldn't be together, and I was dumb for that, and... after you left... After my father kicked you out, and I made a bad decision. And I didn't think you'd ever want to see me again, so that's why I didn't reach out to you ever again.
That was definitely true for a while.
But the idea that you made me feel something, that's absurd.
It's not that absurd. But, yeah, I mean, I couldn't make you feel things from London. If you're sure, just think about it and make sure.
I am sure. 100%.
Alright, and then we get to the alley.
Oh! You are definitely a monster.
Terrible person.
Yep.
I want you guys to have pulled up and finishing the conversation, and then Faiza just slams on her horn behind you. Get out the car! Come on!
Okay. So you get out of the cars, and you head down the alley, and it's an alley. There's trash bins and whatnot, and as you're going down the alley, you find you come around a big thing of rubbish, trash bins and whatnot, and you see the crumpled form of Sean, just crumpled in the alley. There's from this distance you can see a lot of blood.
Alright, I get out. The minute the car stopped.
No, you were out and walking down the alley.
Okay, sorry.
Redcon real quick. I did give everybody their little comms earpieces.
Okay.
Right. So you have these comms headsets that are basically highly secure satellite phones in a closed network.
Nice.
That you guys can talk to each other.
Sweet.
Alright.
As
She
you
bolts.
move, you feel your necklace suddenly pull back on you. If you keep running forward, it will cut you.
Okay. Faiza, it's Sean.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's also probably a trap.
I don't care.
Go slowly. Use your senses.
Anger.
Simon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The drone.
Yes, of course. Helmet. Beep, beep, boop. Drone. So, what is the drone? Is it just
It's just a camera drone.
Just camera drone?
It's basically just a camera drone. All it does is surveil. It doesn't do anything else.
So,
But it has a half a mile range. It's not super. It's just like the toy with a camera on it.
So yeah, I send it over and do I don't know, look for any
See if you look at
electronics.
anything obvious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he alive? Is he breathing?
I
Is
don't
he?
think you probably can tell.
I'm going to go with you see him move.
Alright. Sean! God, get up! God damn it. No.
He doesn't give any indication that he heard you.
I'm still moving, forward.
I'll go.
Can I actually gently pick him up towards us?
Yeah?
Okay.
I mean, 11.
Okay. I'm going to do this for duty. And I'm using Colleen's relationship because it's her friend, and then there is no up or down. 11?
Got it.
See, you shouldn't have used your relationship with me because you got 3 1s.
Holy shit!
Ooh, gross.
Oh man, I'm going to have to spend a pip to roll another die just so I can have an effect die. There we go.
Oh, nice.
So that's a 12 with a D12 effect.
Okay. You are able to pick him up and
And I got 2d8s.
pull him towards you. So, whereas he was like halfway down the alley, you guys are like a third of the way down the alley, so you brought him to you there. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And he is breathing. His eyes are closed. He has been beat to hell. I mean, he's got just cuts and abrasions and whatnot, and it's probable that his shoulder's been dislocated. He's been beat to hell and back.
I'm going to kneel down to him real quick and put my hands on him and try and lessen his pain.
Okay.
Pump his endorphins so he's not feeling all the pain.
Okay.
So, do I need to roll for that or can
Yep.
Okay. God damn it. All right.
And your difficulty is going to be all of the conditions that he has.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey. This is gonna be fine. We're gonna do great. As you guys do this, I just want to say, Fiza is trying to scan him for metal.
Okay.
And we'll pull it.
I
all
also
off
pull
of
out my
him.
flask and put some
Okay.
whiskey down his throat.
Fucking so Irish. This Irish triage.
What are you doing?
I don't understand. I literally don't understand how you roll so many ones. I don't understand though.
Oh, God, I don't
What
know.
do you do?
14
how?
with a D10.
Okay. I have a 19 with a D10.
All right. Well, he doesn't feel better.
You are.
She's going to start crying because she probably senses how much pain he's in and she can't help him.
Right. Okay. I dig it. Okay. He, when you reach out, because you've kind of, he's felt your mental touch before.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying they probably fucked.
Yeah. I'd say
But he's gonna reach out. He rouses a little bit, and one of his eyes is completely swollen shut. And the other one is all bloody, and how the sclera gets red. It gets all bloody when you. But he kind of vaguely focuses on you, and he reaches up to touch your face. Says, "Run, lass, they're coming for all of us," and he passes out. And fog descends over the alley in a thick, heavy blanket, and the credits roll.
Oh, fog.
Sweet.
yeah. That's good. That's good.
Yay, a
All
trap.
right.
Well, duh.
I mean, we knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still.
Oh, they full on unleashed Dark Edison, though.
It's going to be amazing.
So good.
So good. All right. Cool. I'm still talking Irish. Sorry. All right. Thank
So
you guys. Oh, go ahead.
that's Volume 1, Issue 7
7.
of Gene X. 5 more to go.
5 more issues.
And
That's
we
such
will
a
be
small
back
number.
in 3 weeks.
Yes.
Yes.
3 weeks. Yes.
3 weeks.
I don't
So
know
we're
how I'm
back
gonna survive these 2
October
weeks.
October 17th will be our
Oh
when
my
we
god,
come
that's
back.
so far from now.
I know, it seems so far. But yeah, check out happyjacks.org/schedule for all the upcoming games. Next Wednesday will be Vault 818 in this slot, and we'll be back very soon.
So, thanks for watching. I hope you guys had fun watching. I hope you guys had fun playing.
Oh, God.
And we will see you in 3 weeks.
Bye. We'll miss you.